This is the year, chat. This is the year. I can feel it already. So I have some painful news. I have some painful news for you and I and everybody else here. The point total that we had would have gotten us convincingly automatically promoted last season. I know that's not what you wanted to hear from me, but it is the truth. The point total that we had would have convincingly gotten us promoted. Now, I'm slowly turning down the music. It's for effect. I can just do that, but that would... Now, the point total that we had... It's 5:30 a.m. in New Zealand. Well, Billy, if it makes you feel any better, you're living in one of my favorite places. Closet, thank you for the 16 months. Yeah, it would have gotten us promoted. But yeah, I want to go right into it. All right, we hang out, we talk about stuff. Scotland beats Spain, all neat. I just want to go and build this team. I was cleaking through previous seasons. Obviously, 6 teams reaching at least 84 points is pretty insane. There was a clear top 6. Yeah, and we were part of that top 6. We improved our team by 16 points, but we came up 3 points short of automatic promotion and a really brutal FMing to Watford in the playoff to knock us out. But you know what? We still have a very above average playoff record. We've been promoted out of playoffs 2 out of the 5 times we've played them in the save. Hard to complain. And we are going to go and we are going to do exactly what we have always done, and that is go sign the best young players today and I'm tremendously excited about it. Anonymous Gifter, thanks for throwing a gifted sub around Godfish. Thank you for the 7 months. Rico, welcome to the Hammers. Jordan, thank you for the 2 months. Phantom Tom Bandit, thank you for the 7 months. I don't know who Kent Hammer is, but congratulations. Classo, thank you for the 16. Okarasi, thank you for the 5 months. Simphex, thank you for the tier 1. Offshore Llama, should probably swim back. Thank you for the 4. But thank you for the tier 1. Heeshin, thank you for the 14 months. Much love. Much love to you. Sorelli, thank you for the 31 months. Absolutely Fabregas, thank you for the 23. Smarty, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Tadeo, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. British Koala, thank you for the tier 1. Yes, caught up with the VOD this morning. Oh, I'm sorry. Valero, thank you so much for the Prime. Tadeo, thanks for making 5 people's days. You're awesome. Keep an eye on the World Cup results, too. Yeah, the 2030 World Cup's going on. We will look at that. But it's right now just time to get guys in their short list. You know how it is. You know what it be. You know what it do. This guy's out. Yeah, okay, he's out of contract. Just got to make sure. Yeah, we got to make sure. We got to get our Premier League guys that we can go after. Because what we missed on last year that we absolutely need to hit on this year is guys like Louis Berry. We missed out on that. Also, we're going to need to sell some guys. I didn't go all players. Dang. I should go all players. Remove from the loan list, and
you will be missed.
I've heard that one before. It is good. Shout out to the boiling water. You will be missed, brother. Yeah, okay. Contracts running out. Socrates, thank you for the 35 months. But if you hadn't heard that before, do provide a grade, you know? Yeah, we got to remove the chaff. Who we getting rid of? Dembele? I was talking about Karamoko. Karamoko should be sold to the Chinese league. Dude, I wish. Except I think they're bankrupt now. They wouldn't be able to give us the money anymore. You saw what I sent? Yes. I don't need it right now because we're not playing matches today. But thank you, Ayal. Funkia, thank you for the 17 months. Aguero's got to go. Karamoko, Dembele put Aguero in his spot. Yeah, but Aguero still doesn't know how to play the wing. That's an issue, right? We have Aguero, and I like him on the wing like when things are going well. But they're not always going well. Sometimes they're very much not going well. And that is my greatest concern. Okay, 2 guys that are loaned out. Thomas McKenzie on loan at Apollon Limassol and Benjamin Abdullahi. Both these guys' contracts are running course. Yeah. Cool. So these guys need to be added to Prim Rejects, but... Oh, shoot. Yeah, I just added them. They're on the list. Okay. I don't know why the color changed. Newcastle. No U18s for me. Not all players. This is our strategy, though, for those people that don't know. This is how we make this work. We're going to find these players. How do you make different shortlists? You go up to the little... you click the drop-down when you're in here, and there's a new shortlist. So we have a bunch of them. Not a bunch. What's your definition of a bunch? That doesn't qualify as my definition of a bunch. It's like 5. 7. We have 7. All right, Bruno Guimaraes is actually out of a contract. I think that it would be... Oh, he and Javi Galan have already negotiated deals. So Prim Rejects tracker thing. There we go. And then all these guys get added to our Rejects of the Premier League shortlist. Most of these guys, even at this level, are not going to be good for us. We have our senior affiliate in Liverpool who absolutely suck and didn't send us anybody good for free, and I hate them. Just kidding. But also not. Allison's retiring. Robertson's retiring. Rui Silva's retiring. So Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, though, he's getting old. You know, I mean, he gets really sad. Nobody signs him. I would take a 2-year degraded Sergei Milinkovic-Savic. I would still take that. Is he not reading chat again? I'm right here. I'm reading you. Radiant, thank you for the tier 1. Does he have the new update already? Yeah, I downloaded it, but it's a data update, right? I don't think it's like a significant patch up. If you're going to start a new save, that's awesome, but I haven't read the patch notes. Maybe they did just sneak in some updates. Upgrades on Fagan, Walcott, Oko, and Dembele. Ooh, this guy said upgrade Oko right now? This guy said Oko right now?
Closing in on my longest relationship.
Oh, kind of perfect. That makes me uncomfortable. I have commitment issues, so if you could subscribe silently from now on. 9 months was getting pretty serious. How about the player who did not sign a new contract? Are people on the transfer list? We'll do that, but this is us doing our transfer market due diligence. You know what I mean? Like, this is us doing our transfer market due diligence. This is us going, okay, all of these guys played at a level that we love.
Because of you, Zia, I'm challenging for the CL out of Denmark.
Let's go! Nice. Congratulations. Thank you for being a part of the Hammers Quick Trip Jesus. Really emphasis on the Jesus there, competing for the Champions League out of Denmark. All right. I see. Oh, shoot. Fiddlesticks. All right. Who's Prim Rejects Tracker? I think it'd be Jamie Hughes. And then everybody else can get tossed onto the other list. Oh, Usman Dembele. I mean, he's what, 33? He would retire instead of play for me. He's in the Grealish camp. There are certain guys that would just retire instead of play for you. U18s, nah. They got nobody. There's nobody there. No Frank Ross. So there's somebody else here that has already accepted a bid. Matthew Target is retiring. Bazou Alidu. I don't know about that dude. Joel Linton? Yep. 100%. Absolutely. Give me Joel Linton. Man, there's just not a lot of U18 players that are popping up here. Everybody's doing a good job of keeping track of their U18 contracts this year. How dare they? Okay, remove from the loan list, add to the Prim Rejects or Better list. 15 more proper lads. Oh, I love this process. There's so much optimism at this point in the year. And honestly, we improved by, 16 points from our first season in the championship. Just do that again. I just signed Kvartskeli on a free transfer. How come you don't have the United badge installed? Are you sponsored? No. So Manchester United sucks, right? And if you're a United fan, give me a second here because I'm not like anti the team of Manchester United or you personally. Manchester United sued Football Manager. Yep. Manchester United sued Football Manager. They didn't just sue Football Manager. Manchester United sued Football Manager and sent cease and desist letters to websites that hosted logo packs that had the Manchester United logo in it. Isn't that fun? Yeah. What are the overall stats to your recruitment staff? Well, they don't really matter for what we're doing right now, but they're not bad. Ifro. We have some pretty good scouts. Yeah, very cringe. So all of the logo packs, in order to stay on the websites that they are able to make their hobby off of, removed the Manchester United logo. So I downloaded updated logo packs. Doesn't have the Manchester United logo. And personally, I'm totally fine with that because if you're going to sue them, so they sued Football Manager because in Football Manager, which doesn't have the rights for Manchester United, right? Their name was Man U. They, and I'm assuming, and usually the way this sort of stuff happens is this dumb, right? I'm assuming that somebody's relative was playing Football Manager and they saw it said Man U and they were like, ooh, opportunity. Because an interesting side note is that Football Manager is paid by clubs for its scouting network knowledge. That's just like a cool little something or other, right? They are paid by they're paid by clubs for their scouting knowledge. which is awesome. Football Manager does a really good job of putting together this very large, kind of broad database of players. And Manchester United, from what I've learned, was one of the clubs that paid that. That is not something I learned like from Football Manager. It's just something that I know, being in my position. And Manchester United paid them for the right to use their database and then sued them. That just sucks. Also, as somebody who has a family, and this is not a subtle flex, it's honestly kind of annoying because I never won an argument when I was a kid. My entire family are lawyers. I come from a family of lawyers. The irony of me playing video games for a living is not lost on me. And so I am generally aware of common law. And the idea of common law is if you're actively trying to defend your trademark, then you are able to kind of win those lawsuits. If you're not actively trying to defend your trademark once you are made aware that a trademark violation has occurred, then you forfeit the right to defend that trademark. This is just something that I know because of where I grew up, right? And so, these guys are on the youth team. Sorry, got confused for a second. As I continue our process of shortlisting all of these specific players that we want to look at. They didn't actively defend their trademark. I don't know what happened to the lawsuit. The whole thing was sealed. They couldn't talk about it, as you can't with every legal thing. And in Football Manager, I'm sure didn't want to deal with it because, United has a ton of money. But new to Twitch, hey, what's up, Girish? We're talking about United right now. They didn't actively defend their trademark. They worked with freaking Football Manager for years getting their scouting data, which means you are aware of the existence of the game. And so there's no way that they actually got a lot of money out of the lawsuit, which means the lawsuit was just to be annoying, which of course makes it more annoying, right? People that sue just to be annoying are probably some of the worst people on the planet. That's obviously hyperbole, but it's not as much hyperbole as you might think. Because that sucks. Why are you doing that? Like, especially at the time they were doing it, the easy joke was, shouldn't you be paying attention to your results in the field? Now they've actually done a pretty good job. They got Ten Hag and, everything's going. What am I doing right now? I am shortlisting everybody being released by Premier League clubs so that we can trial them. I have to do it right now so that we can get all those trials done before their contracts actually run out. That's the idea. It's the Glazers. It checks out. Yeah, I know. Like they didn't actively defend their trademark, and then they were aware of the existence of the game because they'd worked with the game. It's wild to me. They went for it anyways. I made videos about it at the time that it happened. I think 2 videos about it. One when it was like announced that there was a lawsuit going on, and the other one when it concluded and there was no like obvious public takeaway other than the fact that Football Manager really got scared about all that stuff. Somebody wants to get sued by a Premier League club for copyright infringement because those Premier League clubs, they got the ears of everybody, Hey, these guys are all in the Prim Rejects Tracker thing. Okay, so that up to there. Remove these 3 guys, but keep Zach Abbott. Prim Rejects. So Zach Abbott's apparently on my Deep Dark Desires. Oh, it's because he's huge. He shouldn't be on my Deep Dark Desires, though. He's huge and fast, but he's dumb. That's why he's on Nottingham Forest and not like Manchester United. Do you see what happened with Roman Abramovich? How he funded the Vitesse takeover for a year? Was that years? I don't know. Why can't you sign Ryan Roberts from Bournemouth? If I'm unclicking anybody, it's because they've already agreed to a transfer. K-roll and play 2 up front? Maybe. Charlo, thank you for the 6 months. Link Sacrifice, thank you for the 6 months. Thank you guys for being a part of the Hammers. We just got to get all of these guys on here first. And then we're going to do probably the single most exciting part of the entire season, which is we begin trialing these guys, and randomly we will just find the person we fall in love with for next season. Now, we're not going to sell anybody right away. No, we are not going to sell anybody right away. But we are going to sell people this year. So do not lose faith. We are going to sell people. We are aware of the guys that are the problem that can't deliver consistently enough to get good results. I do not think that Aguero falls into that category. I do, however, think that Karamoko Dembele, in spite of the good things that he does, also I think he does fall into that category. I think that we would be better off if we didn't have him, if we didn't have McKiernan. These guys already have deals in place, so we don't want to waste our time on that. And this guy's retiring, so don't want to waste our time on that. Crystal Palace going down. Yikes. Sunderland's coming back down. Wait, Crystal Palace, Norwich, and Sunderland, that is actually not a bad... Like, we didn't accidentally get dropped like a monster team that we're not going to be able to deal with. Which is good. I've just been very annoyed that Fulham's been down here because they are way too good to be down here. Way too good to be down here. Prem rejects, but better. Wow, it's Sunderland. Sunderland's releasing all of them. All right. Let's go to the championship. I actually want to check a couple things. So, like, Stoke. I want to just go to Stoke, all players, and see. Because they're probably releasing a good amount of guys. Oh, Harrison Reed's retiring. Good for him. Let's put these, screw it. We'll put it, I mean, they're going up to the Prem. I'll put them on the list. Ipswich, probably not. Have they not played the final yet? Oh, I guess not. Fulham's got great players on their team. So if we can snake somebody away from Fulham, that'd be sick. They've probably done the loan out until we get promoted again philosophy, which does also work. I'll add those guys as well. I don't know if I want to do Ipswich. Maybe just their senior squad. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness me. Oh, they already have Prem rejects, but better on here. Okay. Add those guys. Okay, now we go. Now we're moving. Kate, thank you for the 9 months. Appreciate you being a part of the Hammers and Flykers. Thanks for spending at Twitch Prime. Maybe check Celtic and Rangers. I don't know. Seems like an improvement at center back wouldn't hurt. I think so. Hey, we're up to 85,000 followers on social media. Cool. We haven't seen a real change in our fan profile. I would expect that. Avoid relegation from the sky. Plans will be set when the club ownership is resolved. Right, yeah, I forgot that there was that debate going on. Make the most of set pieces? No, screw you. Just take my suggestions already, dude. I don't want to play direct anymore. That's not how we're built. I can overcome that anyways. Hi, guys. The long season up, be a good break. Need to come back aiming for a mid-table finish. We're good in position. I think we're in a good position to avoid a relegation battle. Yeah, let's avoid a relegation battle. I think everybody will be happy with that. Oh, wow. Solhoi's a little... I've never seen one random guy be upset with that. Training camp destination, Southwest England. Dude, that is where we're from. Scotland, Ireland, Austria, Switzerland, Holland, France. In July? Honestly, Switzerland would be gorgeous, but... Let's see. The takeover collapsed, really? Well, I mean, just like... Figure it out. It's a local investor. It's not going to change the financial status of our club at all. K-Squared, thank you for the gifted sub, dude. Matt Hunt, thank you so much for the 2 months. Yeah, where do you guys think we should go? Austria? We went to Austria last year. That's why I'm not going to go to Austria again this year, but it was fun. Tom, I appreciate the 8 months. Did he get promoted? No. We lost in the playoff, but we had a really good season. And a big improvement from what we did last year. Just couldn't flip things to go our way. Felt a little pressure of a title challenge and buckled us a bit. Should have done a team meeting earlier. We learned. We learned Holland time. Can't wait for the day Zealand comes to Norway. Hey, I can tell you one thing though. When I travel in Europe, I'll let you guys know where I am. But that's not the one thing I was going to tell you. We will be at the Taunton game on the 25th of April. We will be at the Taunton game. So we're figuring out, like, you know, obviously we have a bunch of videos and stuff we want to film and fun stuff we want to do, but we will be at the Taunton game on the 25th of April. If you guys, you know, and this is the first time I'm saying that publicly at all, but that has been confirmed. We've locked it in. We'll be at the Taunton game on the 25th of April. So, yee. Bamzuki, thank you for the 14 months.
Takeover, collapse, sadness.
So if you guys are around, want to go, I'll be there. That's the reason I'm letting you know. We'll be around all that day. Nick McCooty will be there. You know, the vibes will be immaculate. Where do I? Oh yeah, we're going to Spain, by the way. Sorry, no wait. Somebody said we'll give it the first person. First person with an answer was Switzerland. We're going to Switzerland. It is beautiful in July. Unzold, player of the match performance for Konyaspor. Right, we need to get rid of him. Tom Turner, Malachi Boateng. Yeah, okay. Taunton investor Tom Ford has ended his interest. Ford has been in talks to the Peacocks. His proposal has been rejected by Taunton chairperson Kevin Sturmey. Yeah, and I'm probably because we didn't get promoted. Don't want to be too savage about it, but it's almost definitely because we didn't get promoted. Board meet to discuss club improvements. Improving our youth level? Shoot, yeah, let's do it. Wow, that's actually pretty ambitious for them to come to me about that. We're improving to category 3 on the youth level. Let's go! Yes, Mike Ramone. Thank you so much for being a part of the Hammers. Dude came here from YouTube. Videos have been so much fun. I'm glad you're enjoying them. The designer Tom Ford. Yeah, we're about to have incredible fashion. Have you seen what Manny is wearing? I love Manny. I haven't talked to him in a long time. What's he up to? What is Manny doing? Wow. That's the best Graham Potter costume I've ever seen. I mean, that's something. No, look, wait. Hold on. How can he see anything? Oh, maybe he's got his glasses on. What do you mean? He's got his glasses on. Wait, is there a reason for this? Hold on. This is impressive.
I told you. Looking like an episode of Brum.
What is the logic behind this hair? Love the new hair.
Sancho. Oh, it's for Sancho.
Bit too accurate on
Sancho.
Oh, he's playing with other people. Oh, it's his mandem save, right? I still don't know what that word means.
Bruno Fernandes.
Wait.
I want to point out, he was running centrally.
Wait.
Love the new hair. I must say, I kinda dig the current Jason Statham-esque look.
Just playing this game. I'll text him later about it. Hey, Lande, thank you for the 25 months. The boys, the bros, but make it British. The mandem. What is that like an abbreviation for? I know that's his like save with his friends. I see him on playing it every once in a while. But I don't know what that's like an abbreviation for. Like, how do you get to the word mandem? You know what I mean? Signed on a free for Leeds United. Altrincham have signed him on a free. Oh, goodness. We have 92 people on the list. Hold your breath for the entire thing. Mandem's the boys. Man tandem. Man them. Zealand Manny needs your help. He's struggling. He's got my line. He has my number. That and bruv. But, like, I get bruv. It's bro and then just make it British, right? It man them. Like, who says them? Like, man them up? I don't. So we don't add a D. I just say, like, EM. Man 'em. Maneth of Dimmington. That sounds right to me. I work that. Them man. Holding breath. I'm going to die. No, please don't do that. YouTuber Zealand was in court today over the court case where he told his viewers to hold their breath, resulting in 17 fatalities across the globe. Many say that this was attributed to the fact that he takes too long looking at his scouting reports. More at the top of the hour now for the weather with Steven. Steven looking mighty fine today. These guys, Mandem, yes. Freaking Janet. We need Zealand catch this cheater out. Oh, now they're talking to me. What?
Diddy, Nacho, spread out wide. Lindelof playing right back. Can't believe it.
What?
We have it up. All right. I'm going to stay listening to his stream. We'll see. He's playing music, though. I'm going to get DMCA'd watching Manny.
How did you get Donya?
Lindelof.
I don't have the guts to listen to, like, actual music like these people do.
Oh, it's a good ball. The ball's live. The ball's live.
He's offside. He's off.
No, he's not. He's actually not.
He's
Is he off? You better pray that he was offside even, Jam.
Okay, so they're saying I need to investigate somebody named Jams.
Are you still scoring goals from wide? I'm
NUFC
so
Rainy,
confused.
thank you for the sub of the prime.
I'll file my report on Jams tomorrow. That's my official line. Who is Jams?
Again, the knee slide. He's covering his ears.
Bruno Fernandes.
Zealand said he'll file his report on Jams tomorrow. I can't wait for that one. My DMs are open. Tell me how a man can go from surviving by the skin of his teeth last season to top 4. Last game went down to the last game.
I don't know who Jams is. How am I going to investigate a man I don't even know who he is?
Transformed. You had a better 11 or similar 11 last season.
What happened?
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
Wait, this guy's actually really good. Hold on.
Your wingbacks are both worse than
I know. I'm trying to focus on Jams is cheating. We can scout for the power of Google compels you.
So it balances out.
He's been playing.
We're really doing this. Who is Jams?
So it's not like he's worse. How can he be worse when he's playing better?
Yeah, it didn't work. I don't know who this guy is. All right, I suck at the internet. Somebody.
Mitchell left back.
First step of the investigation is find out who Jams is.
Was he playing bad or training badly, Jams?
My scout's telling me he'll be an excellent signing.
He was playing bad.
What can I buy him?
Benny Jams. Thank you. Oh, this guy. Oh, he's a rapper. He's a Danish rapper. My apologies, Jams. Danish-Jamaican rapper and record producer. That's who we're talking about? No, probably not, right? So, OF Jams. Manny versus Jams, grudge match. Jams and Vikram, huh? There's a lot of caps going on here. Jams is killing Crystal Palace 20. Who are you, brother? I don't know who you are. I must investigate you. I just fall asleep at the stream yesterday. How'd we do? We didn't get promoted. I'm very sorry. We lost in a playoff after a very tough run in. But we got FM to the high heavens in that playoff. It sucked. Bad own goal in extra time. So but we played really well in the game. I felt terrible for the boys that we couldn't get a result. I don't know. Let's rate Jams, whoever he is. Yeah, I don't know who he is. And this is like, it's my fault, right? It is my fault. That's probably not him, right? It's my fault. But I don't know that it. Why are we investigating Jams? Because apparently he has succeeded too readily in Manny's save. Yeah. He succeeded too readily in Manny's save, and so they think that he's cheating or something. But I don't know who Jams is. Yo, Zealand, any new career start? Just completed 11 years at Tbilisi, winning everything I can be. Everything I can. Be appreciated, bro. Jack Tom, there's only one country for you. If everybody could join me here for a second. There is only one answer. Wales. You should manage in Wales. All right. Excuse me. I just had to clear my throat. TJ Ioma. This guy looks very balanced, very solid. I want to compare him to Zakinia. Zakinia's got him trashed physically. He's fine. It's not great, though. Close. It's close, but it's not an improvement to the team, especially not when you consider the age profile. What's your starting transfer budget this year? Oh, it's like a couple 100,000. 600,000. So massive.
Jam.
Absolutely gargantuan. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't know what kind of players you think I'm signing here, boss, but this guy's not on the list. Potential end of this is just our wall of potential end of contract signings. There's definitely, probably at least one person that's going to be on our team next year is going to be in this specific scouting report. Shigalachi. He's just super okay. Just absolutely aggressively okay. And he's worth our entire transfer budget, so I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Ernesto Schmidt, loan. Yeah. This guy's clearly a loan target, but I don't actually like him as a loan target. Not to mention half-star reputation. Yes. Murderous Otter, thank you for the 18 months. Now, we have two right backs. We had Kelly as our backup right back. Maybe we can get that guy end of contract, and then we'd have two right backs we don't mind. But the idea is that we're going to find dramatic improvements at every position, at least at this point in the season. That's what we're thinking. Chill with the scream. My wife is sleeping. I am very sorry about that. Any players we're looking to cash in on? I think Aguero is the type of guy that we could cash in on. He could be worth upwards of $4 or $5 million to a good championship side. His release clause for Premier League teams is $3.5 million. I would take that right now. But people underestimate how important Aguero was for most of that season. Sure, he had a bad run in at the end of the year, but Aguero was the reason we were in that position in the first place. He scored a boatload of goals for us in important times. Helped pull us through that incredibly long unbeaten streak of 21 matches that put us in position to go up. Yeah, did we lose in the promotion playoffs? We did. We did do that. It was harsh. It was tough. It was not an obvious beatdown. We were very much the better team, and we weren't able to win the game. The only guys who have value really are Manunga and Zakinya has value too. But Manunga has a ton of value to the point that, if somebody showed up with $6 million for Manunga, if somebody showed up with $3 million or up for Manunga, I would sell him. And then there are other center backs out there that we could sign, and that would give us a lot of financial security to go sign them. I'd be okay with that. But no, Bradley DeJesus. Well, that's a bit of a pretentious name, Bradley, but whatever. Mark Wilson, okay, short list. If you're already on a short list, I'm not looking at you today. This isn't about you. If you're already on a short list. Just because that guy has super high potential, that is the only reason I'm not getting rid of him off of my list forever. I just don't think I'd ever sign that guy. Shamir Olatade. I wish I had financial stability. Tawanga Mtika, thank you for the wave. Manners.
Any relationship I have had.
Well, that's good, Kelvin. Thank you for the 16 months. Appreciate the manners. Tawanga Mtka. Alaris. Just snuck one of the founders of the channel. One of the first people to ever subscribe to this channel just snuck in their 51-month anniversary. So, yeah, you thought you might have gotten away with that. You thought maybe I wasn't going to notice. Well, I noticed. Ollie Jones. Thank you, Alaris, for 51 months. Sneaky, cheeky 51 months there. DeJesus means of Jesus. Yeah, I know. It's like a derivative of when last names were from places, right? It'd be like... Day whatever. You see that in like old Spanish names, like 1500s and stuff. It'll be like day whatever town they were born in, of that town. I also took Spanish for 10 years. Didn't stick. I took it for 10 years because in Florida that's just like the only other language that they teach you in school. It's like English and then Spanish. Zealand to Tampa, basically. You're gonna hate me now. I've done Bala and Wales, already won Champions League with them. That's awesome. That's a journey. Oh wait, dude, did the person that I yelled the Wales at actually respond with that? That's an all-time copy pasta. I didn't see that at first. So the person that we gave the Wales recommendation to, that was their response. That's all time. Wow. That is all time. That's so good. That is so good. This guy's pretty good. Rocco Vada, Anthony Patterson. He's not really. Sam Robinson, Paul Conlon. Excellent passing and change of direction. I actually love this guy, but he's not moving from his team. Kenyi Hill. I think we can go ahead and remove that guy. Brandon Nelson. Scouts are in absolute overdrive right now. Jim Ship, thank you so much for the 2 months. What are finances like this season? We have a little bit of wage room, a little bit of wiggle room. Like 700,000 worth of wiggle room in the wage budget. I mean, it's nothing crazy. We will create our own financial success by shifting our finances around. We can probably sign one good player. Maybe two good players. We can sign two good players without having to sell anybody, but outside of that, we are going to have to sell somebody to sign. Oh, big ol' yawn. Hello. Didn't get much sleep last night, tossing and turning about how we bottled it, but you're not always immune to the bottle. I really think what it was in all my tossing and turning and thinking about that is I was going to sleep last night. I really think it was that we were like our team, like you could feel it flip, and all of a sudden our team was subjected to in-match pressure from a title race, which it didn't expect to be in. I think what happened is that like when I mentioned that like the switch just felt like it flipped and we were making stupid mistakes all of a sudden, what the actual cause of that was that the team was experiencing title race pressure, the highest amount of pressure that you can have. And we weren't ready for it. Not that we weren't ready for it. We were so, like, based off of mentally where we were supposed to be, we were punching so far above our weight that I should have, after that initial loss to Ipswich, given a team talk to take the title race pressure off of the team. Now, I didn't know that that option was in the team talk section. Your team turned into Spurs, basically. Da-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Do you feel like using tools such as FMSC is cheating? Is that the thing where you can see everybody's attributes in the whole game? Like without buying the editor? There's that, no, that's FMRTE. I used to have it down here. FMRTE. I don't know what FMSC is. What is FMSC? No, hindsight's always 2020, but hindsight's important because that's how you learn, right? The next time we're in that position, we will be more conscious of what potential pressures will be on our team. We'll be able to handle it better, right? That's how you improve. You don't just look at it and go, well, we won 11 games in a row and then we lost 4 in a row. We just got really unlucky. I mean, while it's happening, you're sitting there like, what's going on? Like I was doing, like, oh, stupid mistake. What is that? But if you look back at it later and you're like, okay, the most logical explanation for what just happened to us is that we were subjected to in-match title pressure, title chase pressure, that our team's not built to be able to mentally handle that. And especially considering we were supposed to be fighting bravely against relegation, our team was certainly not up in the running for that. And we actually haven't... Ooh, baby. Oh, he's got 20 jumping reach. He's got 20 jumping reach, dude. Xavier Lovegrove. His name is awesome, too. Xavier Lovegrove. Absolute weapon. But does he play a lot? Does Reading give him runs? Yeah, they've played him some. Played 20 matches last year in the championship. I put him on the Deep Dark Desires list. I don't think we're going to make like a transfer move for him, but if we sell Manunga, I see the sign this players. If we sell Manunga, that is a guy. Now here's a guy we would look at. We would absolutely look at him. I mean, we put him on the highest short list that we could. I'm not going over my skis here. His techs he's not a perfect player. His techs do scare me a little bit. He's not super composed, but he is massive and he's not slow, and that is always an intriguing combination. Kimbo Slice over here, Jack Whaley, Cal McGee. If you are on a short list, it's time to get off it. Dylan Monroe, good-looking 2-star. Louis Jackson, who Preston North End saved from the 6th tier before he looked like too much of an idiot. Charlie Patino's opting out of his contract. He's getting paid a ton of money. There's a lot to like here. It's not in his defense, but it's in his overall intelligence and his understanding of how to move the ball, his physical ability. Guy from Liverpool. Oh, it was Arsenal. He made 63 appearances for Arsenal before, I would assume, some sort of injury. But no, he literally just fell out of the team and now is on Oldham Athletic in League 2. That makes no sense at all. This dude in this save made 31 appearances in one Premier League season with Arsenal. Yeah, you know, he got rolling again. Played like every game for Oldham. Now he's running out of his contract. How is Oldham paying? They're paying him $81,000 a year. Like, there's got to have been something that happened. Something horrific. Is he actually? He's not on loan. He really is just on the team. Fine. I love his mentals combined with a good amount of physical ability. We'll take a look at it. Hey, Hideous Slim, and thank you for the 5 gifted. You have to get Patino. I can see him with Whitaker. Teach him to be better at tackling. You're talking about Lovegrove. Teach him to be tackling and marking. You can't teach him to be taller. Yeah. That argument only goes so far, though. Like, you can't teach height. You also can't teach tackling in Football Manager. That's something that either develops organically or it doesn't develop at all. There's no training that specifically works on tackling. This guy, David Granda, is very interested in the loan. He is explosive. He's not a goal getter. This might change the way that we look to approach the game. Maybe we go with a wing on the right side. I'm assuming they're asking for money right now, yeah. But we could keep an eye on maybe they won't later. Go put him on the Deep Dark Desires. Martin Diaz of Bristol City. Natural fitness. It does have acceleration. I suppose that's exciting. Pablo Ferrari. Tyler Berry. No, I don't know why I'm doing that. He's not somebody I'm going to sign, especially asking for that kind of money. Kyle Samuel. He's got the 5 jumping range. The only thing this guy can do is play right back. That's why I'm not interested. Squishy Marshmallow, thank you for the 23 months. Did you promote? No, we did not. But Hideous Lemon, I appreciate that so much. Thank you for making 5 people's days. Thank you to Squishy Marshmallow. We need to start trialing, though. I've literally just skipped it for the last couple days. We need to get those guys in and take a look. Do. I'm talking about individual training boosting tackling. There's some team training that'll do it. You're right. Ground defense will do it. No, I think it's defending engaged will also work on it. But there's no individual training that you can set a player on that will work on improving their tackling. All right. Hello. Hello. My name is Zealand. I will be your new king. Hello. Adi Tafazoli. I don't think he's better than Galassi. He's not. Okay, so what we're going to do is trial 30 of these guys right now. I think that is enough. We can't trial guys that are out on loan. That's 31. Gosh darn it. So we can offer a trial to all 30 of these guys. We go! This is our scouting now. What are the red flags you look for in a scouting report when you look at a player? Depends on position, but there are certain things that I will see and be like, okay, I am not signing you here. A height under 10 at center back is an obvious one. When you get into the higher levels of saves, the immediate thing I'm looking for is if you hate big matches, I don't want you around. Once I get into the higher levels of saves, if you hate big matches, I don't want you there. Hey, I kept a training facility promise I don't remember making to Dembele, Galassi, and Anson. Yay! Super happy you're happy, man. Also, time to leave. Also, more real note, time to leave. May not react well to being offered out to other clubs. Prefer to stay at Taunton, but we're going to float him on the transfer list. And we'll give it a day. He's the first one that we're looking at as somebody that we would want to move on. Greener pastures, perhaps. So who's out of a contract? Jamari, that's fine. We'll just let him go. Al Parada, Lewis Kelly, and Danny Graham were all loaned in this year. Have a good one. Massimo, all four of those guys, of course. Ali Koike. Interesting. I have no idea whether we want to re-sign Ali Koike for another year, but my goodness, we can't find another left back to save our life. Oh, we couldn't sell Koike because he's already, already here doing the business. Samari Forson, who has shown monster improvement. Forson's got the spot locked down. He is our starting right wing for next year unless we find a real star. We can get promoted with that right there playing right wing. Absolutely. He found his goals. He found his creativity. He was a mega threat late in that season. Amari Forson is our starting right wing unless a very good player comes available. God, we are good enough. We are freaking good enough right now without me changing this team at all. The issue is Whitaker's facilitation. He's a good end product guy, but he doesn't facilitate well enough. How? How can you possibly get any slower? How is it possible? How? Stop getting slower. Omaha, thank you for the prime. How could he possibly be getting slower? At least he stopped getting worse. He's not old. Ferdinand Oko is not old. He's 25, dude. He's 25 years old. Be very interesting. But yeah, it's time to move Junior and Songu George Hawthorne Spencer deserved more looks this past year. He did not get them. We still don't dislike him, and we have no plans to move him on, and we're kind of happy that he didn't get super mad about it. Soul, come on. Right, it's the offseason. I can't yell at you for development. But again, just showed the kind of improvement we hope players show when they finally get long runs in the team. He's a Premier League level player. I don't think there's any doubt that he is a lower level Premier League player. Alois Monunga. Arminia Bielefeld, that's... Oh, I was hoping they were in the Bundesliga. Would have been nice. He definitely has good potential. And he's going to grow into his role, and hopefully Sakina is going to be with us for a long time. I'm taking stock of where everybody's kind of ended the season. I don't know how you just got worse. Because you played a lot at the beginning of the year, and then you just got worse. You don't have a lot of potential, Maxwell, but you are who you are, and you were solid for us. Francis didn't get worse, but struggled to get into the team. But he's on a discounted rate, so why would I? Why would I move on from him? Who's interested? Portsmouth wants a loan of Idris El Masuni. He's not on a bad contract, and he is solid, so no. Oh yeah, Elias Cabrera's contract's about to come up. Daly's contract on loan's going to come up, but he'll be back next year. We'll just loan him out again. Ibrahim Kasule. Did we get promoted? No. Jamie, thank you for the 25 months. Suits, thank you for the 7 months. I still look at this guy and I'm like, he's freaking decent. It's the 7 decisions that are absolutely killer. We're paying him nothing, too. Oh, yeah, AJ Bridge is about to leave. Adam Nwaiwu didn't improve enough. Sunday Amiobi, like, broke his leg to start his loan, so... kind of hard to improve a lot when you're doing that, but I think he got some games. Yeah, he played 8 games. Sick. Okay. We continue the process. We start with Quillen Copeland, and we go down here, and it's 31 people, so we need to grab a few more. Get rid of the loan offers. All of these guys will not say yes. So there's no point in limiting this more, but we do want to make sure we get 30 trials here. See, we got some rejections. And some rejections, and some acceptances, and some rejections. Offers made for Junior Nsangu. Turkish Super League. Give me 250. Give me $200,000. Really, I feel like that wasn't very far away from your evaluation. You want to hit me with installments? Ross County, give me $175,000, and he's all yours. $20,000 or $200,000 and 20% of profit from next sale. See, I kind of need the money now. I need the money up front because it gives me a lot more value up front. So, does anybody want to pay $150,000 up front? That'd be great. That would be awesome. We need to improve left back. Yes, I 100% agree, Juan. But we don't know if we can, is the issue. 130,000 works for me. You can match it. He's all yours. Cool. 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 Please, one of you be like a starlet. Somebody that is really changing the level of our team. Please, one of you. One of you out there. That's not... Definitely not. Lewis Shaw. Well, there's a no-nonsense fullback who can play all sides, but he is backup level for us. Enoch Achimpong. That's only because he's a poacher that he's rated so highly. Nobody yet. My socks are still firmly on. I am still wearing my socks. They've not been knocked off yet. Can you catch me up in the last 2 months? Yeah, we didn't get promoted. We had an incredible run, 21 matches unbeaten, and we didn't get promoted. And that sucked. Cool. Cool. We played really well in the playoff. We just didn't play very well towards the end of the season. All right, we have 11 spots. So where did we end it last time? We ended it with... You guys. Oh, goodness. 1, 2, 3, and then we have 13 people just tuning to reject, and then we're good. We got 1, 2, more than 2 rejections. Awesome. Alfie Harrison finally signed. That was a guy from our Prim Rejects list for last year. It wasn't bad, but wasn't great. Did Watford get promoted? I actually don't know if they've played the promotion final yet. They would have, though, at this point, right? Oh, come on. Perry Widrington. Sorry, I gotta know what to call you when I'm letting you go. Ricky Pilbro, facilitator. Dang it. Leighton Beaton said no. Well, I never liked Leighton Beaton. Why is everybody in on Ahmed Joyce? They're all bad teams. Why does everybody know how good he is? They want to make an offer on him so fast. I'm assuming with our current way of getting players, scouting range is not really a necessity. No, but we can scout the entire world. We can indeed scout the entire world. We do use that on occasion.
Doing a road to glory with Dundee. What's your favourite Scottish team?
Celtic is team I'd prefer. They were my first Football Manager save. I don't have like a huge grounded reason for that. There were updates to the Zealand skin. I know. Oh, except we are tweaking it. We are tweaking it right now. We're making one more version of the Zealand skin. It'll be called the stream version. Come on, there's got to be good players in here. Do you think 1 year ahead when moving up in the leagues? No, I think until we get to the top league of whatever country I'm managing in, it is all about getting the best team on the field possible. So we're going to set Jamari Lindsay, Elias Cabrera, and Samuel Unzold for release. Ali Koike, still an important player for us. He is still an important player for us. Hi. New stadium's finished. Must be keen to move in now. Counting the days. Almost there. Going to be exciting. Unzold's work permits due to expire. I'm going to end the chat. Don't really care. He's being released. I just set him for release, and he's going to go play wherever he wants to play, but it's not going to be here. And before 600 angry Rangers fans in the chat. No, I mean, I've said that publicly like once before, and then Rangers fans descended. I don't know any of the details of the rivalry. They were just my first Football Manager save. I really enjoyed it. I bought a jersey. We went to the town that my family's descended from, and they were Celtic fans. Like, all right, this is cool. I know Rangers had many ex-American players. Cameron Carter-Vickers plays for Celtic right now, so there are Americans all over the place. We're multiplying. We're taking over the world. Jesse Codling, no. Ahmediden, no. So we take a look at the squad. We've got 22 guys.
Appointment today, I complained that all of my kids want to be valets when they grow up. The doctor said that it's a strange case of parking sons.
Strange case of parking sons there. Strange case. Absolutely strange. That was an A-. That was good. Leibster, thank you for the 14 months. Buddy, thank you so much for the 13 months. Congrats, Leibster, on a proper rating. Home FM, I appreciate the 20 and the question to cause the problems. It's just a top-tier dad joke. I agree completely. We reached the point where trials were canceled. Except they shouldn't have been. There's the playoff final, finally. Royston Thorpe. Let that finish. Alfie Turner. Probably not. Everything we can see. Definitely not for you. You're actually all the way off, Mr. Kinnear. Hey, we avoided the tax hit. We've had a lot of money from sponsorship, broadcast revenue, competition, prize money, corporate hospitality, match day, and commercial retail. Aguero was the top-selling jersey, then McKiernan, then Burak Incha, then McGurk, who signed halfway through the season, and then Charlie Whitaker, the captain. That's right. New scouting budget is $135,000. We'll just keep a report going in the Sky Bet Championship. Most of our money we're going to spend scouting elsewhere. Yeah, I knew it was Fulham. Fulham was just better than Watford. We were better than Watford. Dang. I called it. I called it. All right, let's go to the end of our trial. End of our trial period here. Defrost, thank you for the 9 months. Was playing in Scotland fun? Yeah, I thought playing in Scotland was a lot of fun. A lot of elements, it feels like playing in England, but then you also don't have the absolute ridiculousness of the Premier League. The league's smaller. There's more intimacy there. The league breaks in half. It's very cool. Season results, final position, 4th. Pleased that we reached the playoffs, obviously. Started the season with the draws and the losses and the frustration, and then turned it on and picked up the wins, and then those 4 straight losses that really torpedoed our hopes, and then unable to complete wins against Blackburn, unable to complete wins against Blackburn, who scored against us with 30 seconds left, and Chesterfield, who we just should have won those games. We should have, but we didn't. That put us in the playoff, and we couldn't get out of it. Goal of the season was Charlie Whitaker against Fulham. I would have said it was Jackson. Jackson's crazy goal. Was it the West Brom game? It's actually our biggest win, I think, the West Brom game. Let's watch Whitaker's goal, but then we'll go watch Jackson's. So this was our goal of the season, Charlie Whitaker from Antonio Gala. This was a beautiful goal. I actually remember this goal. It was the one where Gala knocks it down on the half volley. I mean, that's pretty. Right, that is very pretty. But it's also not Ben Jackson's goal from over here. Ben Jackson doing the full Roberto Carlos. in our 5-0 destruction of West Brom. I'm sorry, that's our goal of the year. Whitaker's was good, but that's our goal of the year. Yeah, I love the upward arrows, the new sponsorship deal, the money coming in. And then we need our reputation to go up. We need our reputation as a club to go up, and hopefully significantly. Fans player of the season, Malachi Fagan Walcott. Young player of the season, Keon Edwards. The Selly was top-notch, too. I know, he just went with the... I'm that dude. It's an insane goal! An insane goal! Yeah, goal of the season, Charlie Whitaker. We know that, signing of the season. Top goal scorer was Aguero with 19. Incha had 15 assists. Fagan Walcott had the highest average rating. Won championship manager of the month for March. Yeah. Best 11, where are they now? What best 11 is this? Oh, the overall best 11. Jack Bycroft, Lee Kavanaugh. 6 members of the team are now retired. The rest continue to be involved. Whitaker, Oko, and Okoronkwo are still at the club. McCootie is managing the U21s. Kavanaugh's at Aberdeen, and Kwanzaa plays for Forest Green. Doy is at Barnsley. Josh Keeley, the goalkeeper, is at Cork City. James Roach is at University College Dublin. Patrick Kelly plays for Coleraine. Oh, I miss Patrick Kelly. The other players that are now retired are Jack Bycroft, Luciano Daria Henry, Jake Wannell, Jay Fulston, Lee Lucas, Hamzat Kargbo, Trey Lucas, and DJ Campton Sturridge are all retired from the game. Joe Ling is still playing. He's at Hereford. He's 26 now. Jordan Hamilton. I forgot about him. Dylan Morgan plays at St. Ives Town. Jack Smith's at Bamber Bridge. Where's the guy? Augustus McGiff, he retire, or he's now just 27 without a team? He played at Chattanooga in the U.S. after sliding down the divisions with Merthyr. They got relegated and he left. He's probably about to retire. Mari Paris did retire after leaving the club. Max Thompson retired at freaking 22. Hey, we got a nice big check for $5.5 million for participating in the championship. We're financially healthy. Let's go, baby. Financial health. How'd we do this season? Well, we didn't get relegated, yeah. Dang. Record high for Taunton. Yeah, I know. 85 points in the championship is pretty good. Pretty good. Golden Glove winner in the championship, Matteo Galassi. 21 clean sheets, 47 allowed in 48 games, a 7.13 average. Yep, he made Team of the Year. So did Ali Koike. Bro. Sol Hoey wants an improved contract. Sol, you better shut up. $83,000 is plenty. Just shut the front door. Don't you dare come to me. Shouldn't be letting one of our best players walk away for free. I'm working on it. Yeah, Karamoka Dembele getting no interest is kind of wild to me. Queens Park Rangers are interested in the transfer. Let's offer him out and see if we can get something for him. Because we got Junior and Sangu, we'll just move him on. Karamoka Dembele doesn't fit. He doesn't fit anymore. Omari Forson finding himself and just being the better player. Karamoka didn't give us the consistency, and I feel like with that money, we can get more. We appreciate his contribution in helping bring our team into this division, but he is not the guy to help lead our team out of this division. You know what I mean? A great reason for him. I know it's the off season, but great job. Hi, I'm from Armenia. I can tell. Welcome. Did I request higher youth rating? No, they literally just, they asked me if I wanted a higher youth rating. They're not going to do this. I'll do 1.2. Should have gone for the 1.5. I figured they weren't going to have like a, we just had to pay him $14,000 for making team of the year. That's not bad. 1.2 million for Dembele. Did you get the budgets? Oh yeah, we got them at the end of last stream. We have 6.1 million as a wage and 576, but we get 100% of our transfer revenue is made available, which means we'll be adding this 1.2 million and Karamoka Dembele's wage contribution, which is significant to our wage budget availability. And we have his built-in backup on the team, so we don't necessarily need to sign somebody else for that because we already have Francis Okoronkwo on the team. He just didn't get the minutes. And we have freaking George Hawthorne Spencer. We just don't need Karamoka Dembele on the team anymore. Do we get a rep increase? No. It'll come later. Like we should get a reputation increase. It will be arriving at a later date. Pat Daly played 52 games for Sutton United. They were committed to making sure he got the minutes he was promised. Sunday Emiobi with the injury, yikes! But good minutes for everybody. If they're going to develop, they're going to develop. Hey Hizer, I hope you had a good. I hope you had a good stream. I hope I said your name right. I'm super sorry if I didn't. But welcome in, Raiders. Hope you guys had a good stream. Hope you had some fun. We're doing some transfers today. Living our life. Making some signings, some Premier League rejects appearing in the team. That's always our dream, you know. Junior Nsongu's headed to Turkey for $130,000. It just never happened for him. Only got on the field 5 times in the league. The rotation just never found him. Played 4 cup matches. Got 1 assist in a cup match. Don't know if he deserves an applause on the way out the door. It's just, it was one season. He was a late signing to see if he'd contribute to the team with his speed, and he, especially with us getting McGurk in the second half of the season, he fell out of the rotation completely. That was the death of his chance to make a difference, was McGurk. McGurk just being better. He was injured at the beginning. I should remember that. He's a big fan? Oh, well, hey, how you doing? You say you look at all the vids from you, he like you very much. Well, you're very kind. Hopefully they've helped out a little bit. Did we make it up? No, we didn't get promoted. Thank you for gifting the sub to our new friend. Appreciate it. Enjoy the bacon. Use it wisely. Willie Cunningham. Oh, mama. Does he have knock past opponents? He does. On loan from Aston Villa at Derby County this past season, he made 0 appearances. What a player. But he played 30 times the year before in the championship. What an awful loan that was. Nugget, thank you so much for the 6 months. Cray, thank you for the 4 months, too. How about this guy? 5 work rate. Immediate no. Zach Abbott. I love this. Oh, that's the 19. One of the tall boys around. Tom Jones. Wow, you play no defense at all, huh? We've got better attacking midfielders than you on our team right now. Alan Cavacci. Very small, maybe. James Green. Now we're talking. A little low on the work rate and the teamwork, but this guy is big and not slow and a strong tackler. His contract is expiring. Does not dive into tackles. Great trait. Way to use that tackling skill. Excellent trait. On a side note, not a good trait. I'm just looking at the guys that are on this list that we already know how good they are for whatever reason. Adrian Mielescu, Alan Deasy. Now, immediately, I obviously love to go to the fact that this guy is smart. He understands the game. He's bad at defense. Tries killer balls, plays 1-2s, gets forward whenever possible. He's got, just great stuff. The intangibles, Alexander Owen. Why on earth is this guy rated so highly? He has 6 mark. I just, how do you convince yourself that this guy can play? Where did he play? Port Vale. He dropped a 6.69 in League 2. I don't want him. Michael Golding. We really did try to get this guy a while ago, and he ended up getting signed by Aston Villa, and then loans to Ipswich, loan to St. Mirren, loan to Peterborough. Played a ton in the championship last year. Sure, we played against him. I'm not seeing a Louis Berry type of guy right now that I'm like, yes, absolutely. This is the guy that we need. I'm not seeing that right now. I don't know why. Hoping that those guys are out there, maybe. But they might not be. I think we have a few trial spots. We might as well pick some people up for them. Do we need better staff? We'll deal with that later. We might have the opportunity to improve our staff, but Asane Koulibaly, very small chance they're usable, but we'll take it. Oh, wow. Keon just scored at the World Cup. This is the World Cup window. Keon Edwards just scored in a World Cup game. That just happened. No, he didn't. He scored. Dang it. He scored in prep. All right. Teams that made the World Cup. China, Ghana, Spain. That is Group A. All right. This is never going to happen in real life because the groups will be 4 teams at the 2026 World Cup and beyond. But in the game, they are 3 teams. So China, Ghana, and Spain. Spain is the host. Shout out to... Actually, let's just look at our World Cup qualifying. That's going to be... We'll get the full story here. We'll go World Cup qualification from Asia. Right. One beautiful round at a time here. Shout out to Sri Lanka, by the way. Mongolia beat Laos. Chinese Taipei beat Brunei. Big win for East Timor over Macau. Pakistan out again. They lost to Bangladesh, or formerly East Pakistan, which is embarrassing. Nepal beat Bhutan in the Battle of the Alps. I love that for them. China actually didn't have an easy group. Jordan's not bad. But China got out of it. Singapore got 4 points. Good for them. South Korea and Vietnam survived their group. Vietnam getting through as a second-place team. Probably because it was a really easy group. Goodbye, other countries. Thank you, Turkmenistan and Myanmar. Australia and the Philippines go... Oh, Iraq's better than that. The Alps, the Himalayas, because the Alps are in South America, as we all know. And and then the Alps are in South America. That's the Himalayas. And then we have the Andes, which, of course, are in northern Italy and Switzerland and Austria. And then we have the Pyrenees, which, as everybody knows, are in, North Carolina and, in the U.S. And then the Appalachian Mountains are in northern Spain. And then the Scottish Highlands are in western U.S. And the Rocky Mountains are in northern Britain. At what point did you realize that I was messing with you at that point? How long did it take you? Henri, thank you for the 29 months. No, I misspoke. I said the Alps, but it's the Himalayas. Yeah, Iraq really choked up on that one. Oh my God, Saudi Arabia.
I'm now
Dude, how can Messi be the GOAT if he lost to a team that can't even get to the final round of Asian qualifying? How can Messi be the GOAT if he lost to a team that got eliminated by Lebanon in Asian qualifying? I'm not even the one that said it. Lebanon just running the table, giving up 2 goals all time. Tajikistan make... This is actually a tough group. All right, Tajikistan makes Asian Cups. Bahrain makes Asian Cups. There are 4, like, Asian Cup level teams in this group. Who the heck did they draw? Bahrain. Fair. Bahrain can't score. This is, like, their issue in real life, too. They play really composed, but they can't score. Iran and the UAE get out of the... Oh, goodness. They lose the UAE. They lost away to Malaysia. Yikes. Shout out to Nepal for going 2 goals for, 26 against. Big time plays. Thailand. Oh, they robbed my boys from Kyrgyzstan. What is going on in North Korea? That's it. Execute the entire team. Come on, this team used to be at a World Cup. Now they're giving up 24 goals and scoring 2 and getting 0 points. That's 7 points for Bangladesh in this group. They drew India. India gave it a good go because they beat North Korea every time. Daniel, thank you for the 2 months. Yeah, Kyrgyzstan, that would have been fun to get them to the last round, but they didn't. Syria is normally better than that. Indonesia with a good showing, but Japan gets through the group unscathed. Hong Kong with a decent finish. Oh, the White Wolves of Uzbekistan! That's what I'm talking about. They're in the last round. They qualied. Easy qual for the last round. Qatar also going through. Trying to keep the dream alive. Thailand, baby! And Lebanon. Japan, Iran, Lebanon, and Thailand with the automatic qualification for the World Cup. Lebanon and Thailand headed to the World Cup in Spain. Where's Palestine? They got knocked out in the last round. Qatar is going to the playoff in Vietnam. Dude, somebody clip this and send it to Macwell, please. Somebody tweet this at Macwell. Vietnam scored 1 goal and allowed 23. How are they that bad? If you get out of the last round, their group was like not, Turkmenistan can hold its own. I get like they got out of the group. And then I do feel bad for Max, yeah. 0-10. Inspirational performance. They were eliminated with 3 matches to play. 23 goals allowed in 10 matches. I mean, it's not, like, awful. It is awful, though. Other group? No! The White Wolves! What is the UAE on? United Arab Emirates of Ballers, apparently. They just won their qualifying group. Oil. Australia and South Korea, they will fire their entire national team staff if they don't qualify. And then China is headed back to the World Cup. UAE working with a Wonder Kid? Maybe. We'll see. We don't even know the values of these guys, but the team, I'm scroll down, Zealand. Mohammed Al-Ali. He actually looks quite good. Oh, he's playing at Celta Vigo. This guy's actually really good. He's got really good size. He can ping the ball, and he works super hard. I definitely see... He has 51 caps at 23. Muhammad Al-Ali. He is the man of his country. Renje, thank you for the 2 months. Famoflo, thank you for the 3 months. What I find fascinating about the oil states is they use their money to invest it so that like literally every child in the entire country. Oh, we actually have this guy scouted. Julian Achillean. He's playing at Halifax Town. He's not bad. I mean, you know, for Asian qualifying, he's pretty good. Ali Al Danani. He's also at Celta Vigo. What are they doing in the UAE? UAE just struck a deal to develop their best youth. Their starting goalkeeper is 18. Ali Al Danani. That's the second ever World Cup for the UAE, though. That's cool. Right. No, they made it to the last one. Wow, they're on a heater. Did China make it to the last one? Yes. China and the UAE are World Cup regulars now, and freaking Uzbekistan still... Oh, no, wait. Oh, they qualified through the playoff. I just spoiled it. Oh, oops. The White Wolves are looking good, and Philippines doing their best Macwell impersonation there. Uzbekistan did beat Qatar 2-1 in the Asian playoffs, so they go to the Intercontinental. I know, I spoiled it, but hey, the Uzbeks are going. They beat Qatar 2-1 in the Asian playoff. That means they're going Intercontinental. Where are we going next, chat? What's the next World Cup qualification we're looking at? Let's look at, let's do CONCACAF. CONCACAF is always weird and fun. Hey, first round. Hey, first round. First round's always the islands, the duel of the islands in Belize, who everybody forgot about. We're going CONCACAF. CONCACAF's fun. Then we'll do Africa. Then we'll do CONMEBOL. Then we'll do, yeah, alphabetically it should be Africa. Well, I'm spoiling then. Barbados beat Grenada. St. Kitts and Nevis beat Bermuda 4-2. Nicaragua, which just has to get out of this round or else it's super embarrassing. They beat St. Lucia 3-1. Curacao, kind of embarrassing they had to play out of this round, but they're a team that could make the World Cup. They beat Anguilla 7-0. Antigua and Barbuda knocked out Belize. Dude, Belize has actual people in it. I thought Belize had a bigger population than 400,000. But the Bena boys of Antigua and Barbuda beat them 3-1. Suriname beat Aruba 6-0. Puerto Rico beat Bahamas 5-1 in the battle of excellent vacation locations. Trinidad and Tobago beat the BVI 5-0. Guyana beat St. Vincent and the Grenadines 4-1. El Salvador, there's a lot of actually decent teams that had to play in this round. El Salvador being one of them. They beat the U.S. Virgin Islands 5-0. Haiti got Turks and Caicos, and they beat them 6-0. Probably should have beat them by more. Haiti's okay. Cuba beat Dominica 4-1. Dominican Republic beat Montserrat 6-0. And Guatemala beat the Cayman Islands. That's very unfair. 7-0. Second round's another round of playoff matches. This is where we introduce some bigger teams. Canada blows out St. Kitts and Nevis 7-1. Panama, no! How? It's Guyana, dude! How is Panama losing this game? How far have they fallen? They just they have a lot of regions in their team, too. That dude's not bad. Wait, he's not on a team. No shot, we just... Grind never stops. Like, hey, that dude's not bad. Wait, he's not on a team. He gets plenty of caps for national teams. Probably good, right? They're 85th in the world. They should be lower. They just lost to Guyana. Guyana's never really achieved anything on the international scene, and yet they have stunned Panama 2-1. 2-9 passing. He's a ball winner. Good physical tools for it. He could still be bad, but he doesn't. Oh, Puerto Rico, a bit of a tough draw. Haiti just beat him like a drum. 5-1. Haiti to the next round. Guatemala struggled with Suriname, but beat him 6-4 at the end. Honduras, as they would, and always, able to abuse Nicaragua 7-1. Curacao knocks out Antigua Barbuda 4-0 and gets going. Trinidad and Tobago plays a tough one with Cuba, beats them 3-1. Dominican Republic is out. El Salvador beat them. And Costa Rica. Costa Rica survives Barbados 3-2. Near nightmare for Costa Rica. They just watched their Central American compatriots, Panama, go down to Guyana. And then they find a way to stay alive in World Cup qualifying. Third round's a group, and Curaçao's still alive, baby. Jamaica, Trinidad. Wow. A full Caribbean group. Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago are going in Curacao by virtue of 1 goal on the goal difference. Has to go to the Intercontinental Playoff. This is the second ever World Cup appearance for Trinidad and Tobago. Jamaica headed to, I believe it's third, because they went 4 years ago, yes. And then Haiti, still waiting for its second World Cup. They finished 3 points away. And I believe the final match day was probably pretty dramatic. Oh, if Haiti had beaten Curacao, they drew 2-2. If Haiti had beaten Curacao, they would have gone. And if Curacao would have won, they would have gone automatically. So if they failed to get through qualifying, then that is a very bitter point. Group B, USA, Honduras going through. No surprises there. Guatemala, and then pretty terrible effort from El Salvador this time around. Did we get promoted? No, we did not. We did not. But we do have a player at the World Cup, so haha. Costa Rica missed. Mexico and Canada are going to the World Cup. Canada's cooking. Guyana, unsurprisingly, fails to get a point. And Costa Rica on the last day. Wow. Canada beat Costa Rica 3-0 on the last day to lock up that World Cup spot. If Costa Rica had won that match, they would have gone instead. So that's it. Curacao to the Intercontinental. Now it's Africa. Africa. Yeah, Guyana got 0 points, but they already outkicked their coverage. They beat Panama in the freaking round of the qualifying round. Africa, my favorite. Somalia beats Eswatini 2-1. Let's go, Somalia. They actually got out of this round in real life, too. It was good for them. Chad, of course, beats Djibouti. Sao Tome and Principe. Wow, it sounds like a terrible pickup line at bar, actually. Chad and Djibouti. Anyways, Sao Tome and Principe beats South Sudan 3-2. Botswana beats Lesotho. Malawi beats Eritrea. And Mauritius comes from behind to beat Seychelles. I thought Seychelles was better. They have a lot of guys. Oh, this round that, like, everybody has to play in. Cameroon plays Botswana and murders them. Egypt struggles with Mauritania and only beats them 3-1. Ethiopia... Kenya wins on away goals after Ethiopia won by 3 in the second leg. Yeah. If I was Ethiopia, I'd be so mad. Stupid away goals rule. Kenya won the first match 3-0, but then in Ethiopia, they win 4-1 on the comeback, but Kenya sneaks a goal and advances. Republic of Congo beats Namibia 7-0. South Africa keeps it going. Tough matchup with Benin, but they won it 6-3. Zimbabwe handles Niger, who can be good at times. They beat them 5-0. Equatorial, wow. Brutal draw. Cape Verde and Equatorial Guinea. And Equatorial Guinea wins it on penalties to knock out a very capable Cape Verde team. Ghana beats Somalia 8-0. Liberia beat Uganda 5-2. Togo beat Central African Republic 7-1. That's a nice convincing win for them over a team that we have seen make the AFCON semifinals before. CAR. Morocco beat Chad 5-1. Ivory Coast beat Sudan 6-1. Tanzania beats Guinea-Bissau 4-2. Oh, we have a guy on the DR Congo team. They didn't even get to the final round. The doctor is not in. DR Congo eliminated by Zambia 4-2 in World Cup qualifying. A 3-0 win at home for Zambia. The first leg just puts them out. Yeah, there are a ton of countries in Africa, which is why it is so hard to qualify out of. The Gambia beat Sierra Leone 6-2. Algeria beat Comoros. Now, remember, Comoros made the knockouts the most recent AFCON. They aren't bad, even though their name suggests that they are. And Algeria handled it, but it wasn't easy. Mozambique with the win over Rwanda 4-1. Gabon beat Burundi 3-1. Mali keeps its dream alive to get to the World Cup with a 6-0. And Senegal abuses Malawi. Angola beat Libya 5-1. Libya's really bad now. Nigeria beat Mauritius 6-0. Guinea beat Madagascar 6-2. So Guinea's still all right. Madagascar's a sleeper pick for World Cup appearances. And a brutal game at the end here, Tunisia, Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso's actually super competent. I forget how it works with the way that they set it up now. So the third round is second place teams are sorted in a second place table. Okay. Cameroon made the World Cup as a second place team. Tunisia is just going to the World Cup. Zambia and Liberia eliminated. But shout out to Liberia for getting to the final round. That is not a regular thing for them. Equatorial Guinea! Yes! Absolute dud for South Africa, but Equatorial Guinea have gone to the World Cup as a second-place team. Nigeria winning all 6 matches to get themselves in comfortably. Gabon, a forgettable team in the group. Bafana failed to make it again. They have not made the World Cup since 2010, but for Equatorial Guinea, it is their first World Cup appearance, a debutante at the World Cup. For Equatorial Guinea, they beat South Africa both times, 2-0 away, 3-0 at home. They lost both their matches to Nigeria without scoring a goal, but Equatorial Guinea is doing it. Who's their star? Key player Sergio Akieme of Celta Vigo, 32 years old. He's led his nation. I'd love to have that guy on my team. Third group. No, Mali didn't do it again. Oh, they did. I just spoiled. I need to stop looking at that. Because they went to the Intercontinental playoff. Mali did make it through the Intercontinental playoff. Because they finished as the next best team on the third place table. Oops. My bad, guys. Gambia was... Dude, the Gambia was 1 point away. At that point, just give it to them. Togo made the final round, but they only got a point. And Egypt, after a weird struggle in the last round, did manage to get the automatic qualifying spot out of Group 3. Morocco... Oh, what is this group? Whose world ranking caused this? I don't know. That's just... I'm at second place table, yes. That group is brutal. I mean, I feel so bad for Kenya. They never had a chance. Morocco wins the group. Algeria gets through second. And Senegal is eliminated from the World Cup. That is cruel. I mean, that is the 14th team in the world on ranking that is not going. Yeah, Kenya didn't score. I mean, do you see who they're playing? Morocco drew Algeria away and lost away to Senegal, but defended the home turf super well. Won all 3 games at home. Oh, Republic of Congo going to the second place table. Ivory Coast grabs the automatic spot. Angola and Mozambique both putting points on the board. Respectable efforts all around. Ghana knocks out Guinea, Zimbabwe, and Tanzania, but Tanzania got 3 draws. They drew every team once. They drew against Ghana. Great effort. Oh, what could have been for Tanzania if they found a couple more goals. But Ghana's back with their comfortable qualification. In the second place teams, it is Mali, unsurprisingly, going to the Intercontinental playoff. Equatorial Guinea getting its first automatic qualification, or its first qualification to the World Cup. Cameroon and Algeria. All right, next up, what you've all been waiting for. Let's go, baby! Oceania. There is 1 automatic spot and 1 playoff spot up for grabs here. And in the opening round, it was Samoa. If they made the World Cup, it'd be the greatest upset in history. But Samoa eliminating Cook Islands, American Samoa, and Tonga in probably the most exciting football you'd ever watch. The next round, we have the group stages. Vanuatu and Fiji grabbing their spots. Papua New Guinea and Samoa, see you later. These losers out here drawing matches. Vanuatu and Fiji, often the more competent teams. And, Leai, Raphael, Oh, he's not even on the team. We do have a bit of a smaller database for this one. This is the OFC Asian Cup. And then New Zealand beat Fiji. New Caledonia beat Vanuatu. New Zealand beat New Caledonia. That's that. This is FIFA World Cup qualifiers, which is set up based off of... I have no idea how this works. I'm just going to be honest with you. I have no clue. Tahiti won their group, and New Zealand won their group. Is the top 6 teams based off the OFC Cup. And then that sends us to a championship game, I believe, between Tahiti and New Zealand to determine who gets the automatic spot and who goes to the playoff. And New Zealand won that 6-0 on aggregate. So New Zealand is going. Tahiti is going to the Intercontinental Playoff, as I'm sure you were worried. This is confusing. No, so they play the OFC Nations Cup. They've always done this. It used to just be the Nations Cup was the qualifying. Now they play the Nations Cup, and then they use the top 6 teams from the Nations Cup to create 2 groups. If you win your group, you have a chance to go to the World Cup. If you win the playoff between the 2 group winners, then you go. Took me a while because it got all messed up, and now it's different. Right, but those were the top 6 teams from the other round. New Zealand actually normally slips and drops points at some point, but they did not. South America, here we go. Any crazy stuff happening there? Venezuela made the playoff. They're the only South American team that's not been to the World Cup. In Peru... Oh, Peru, come get yourself. Great effort from Colombia. Very convincing qualification from Brazil, Colombia, Argentina, and Uruguay. Chile and Ecuador sliding in under the wire to get in the top 6. And Venezuela to the playoff. Found you on YouTube. Hey, Carlo, welcome. I don't think... we'll work on the upload and updating the command later. Da, 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 da. Yes, so no huge surprises. I mean, Ecuador staying competitive and Peru being really bad, and Venezuela finishing 7th is actually a huge surprise. But let's go to Europe here. I'm gonna hide this from you so that you guys don't because you'll see some results right away, but I don't want you to see those results. I want the surprise to wash over us here. You ready? I have the first European qualifying group in front of me. I'm familiar with the Dorfers chant, the FA Cup song, so let's go crazy together. Yes, that's the whole point of being here. Group A, qualifying, Belgium. Failing to, Greece, I think, has a shot at the playoff system. We'll see if they highlight the winners of the playoff system or not. Serbia is eliminated automatically from the World Cup by freaking Greece. Hold on. I can get us to the stages part where you can see the matches below it. So the final match day, Serbia had the opportunity to play Belgium. If it had won, it would have gone through. Greece beat Israel on the final day to put itself in the playoffs. But Belgium is there. Belgium is there. San Marino, let's go. Didn't score a goal. But they only allowed 29 goals in 10 matches. I feel like it's normally worse than that. Competitive effort from Israel as well. Multiple things. 1, Armenia finishing ahead of Bulgaria. What is going on there? Armenia dropping 15 points in a great effort. Portugal won every match, and Albania is going to the World Cup. They finished second, and they got through the playoff system. Albania with 22 points. They beat everybody they were supposed to beat. They beat Bulgaria once, drew them the other time, lost to Portugal twice. Very efficient performance from Albania. Going to the World Cup alongside Portugal. I want to go to the rules, actually. Group stage. Second place teams are sorted in the second place table. Oh, there's no playoff. It's just second place table. So Albania finished with enough points. So it's against the top 5 teams. You remove in the 16 groups, you remove the results against the bottom teams. The second place table will have a different point total for Albania. It'll remove the 6 points they got against Gibraltar, but still. All right. Norway's going to the World Cup. The rest of the group just beat itself up. Luxembourg, Azerbaijan, and Iceland couldn't get out of their own way. And Erling Haaland has done it. He's going to the World Cup. England qualified as well and is going to the World Cup. How many times? Haaland scored in their first game and a win over Iceland. Haaland scored 2 goals in their... Norway beat England 3-0. That was England's only non-win of qualifying. Norway at home beat England 3-0 and Haaland scored twice. Haaland scored in their next game. Haaland scored a hat trick in the game after that. He did not score in their win over Azerbaijan. That's the first one. And then he didn't score in their draw with Iceland, or obviously their shutout defeat to England. But he didn't. Now there he is back in the score sheet. So he had a really good start to qualifying, and then he hat tricked Azerbaijan on the last day. What happened to Iceland? They drew Norway. They only beat. They lost. They split with Luxembourg and Azerbaijan. That's what happened. They lost matches to Luxembourg and Azerbaijan. So Iceland out of the running for now, but Norway is through. Ukraine is out. This is a tough group. This is a very difficult group. France goes through. They won all 8 because it's France, Ukraine, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Slovakia all beat each other up. Slovakia only had 5 points. Oh, they only had 5 points, dude. Andorra beats. It was probably Slovakia. Yeah, they beat Slovakia. Andorra won at home against Slovakia. That is just a nightmare. Slovakia beat Andorra and drew Ukraine twice and lost its other 5 matches. And if Ukraine hadn't drawn to Slovakia twice, it would have grabbed the second place spot. But dropping 2 draws with Slovakia, they freaking beat Bosnia and Herzegovina both times. And then Bosnia and Herzegovina lost to France and Ukraine, but beat Andorra and Slovakia both times they played them. Absolutely insane that Andorra won. It was no, it wasn't. It was the second to last match day. And it was my boy Andy Villar, who plays at Ebro in the lower depths of the Spanish divisions, who scored a brace to beat Slovakia. Andorra at home. Insane. Turkey's back. Turkey's going to the World Cup. It's Germany and Turkey that make it out of the group. That, those matches were fun. Andorra does not have a wonder kid, I don't think so. But still, Ireland has failed to qualify. Kosovo and Moldova finishing bottom with a terrible effort from Moldova. Kosovo got a draw against Germany, though. Kosovo drew Germany and Turkey, beat Moldova twice, but lost to Ireland. Ireland just abused Kosovo and Moldova. They couldn't hang with the rest of them. They scored 1 goal in their 4 matches against Turkey and Germany. Didn't have the offense. They kept it competitive, but yeah, Turkey did beat Germany, but drew Kosovo and Ireland away and lost to Germany away. They struggled to get results away from home, but it was enough. Turkey's going to the World Cup. Austria and Scotland and Northern Ireland are not. Croatia continues its greatness in qualifying, making it to the World Cup again with a match day to spare, but you just get the feeling this group cannibalized itself. 3 teams, particularly Austria and Scotland, that would expect to be right there for a World Cup spot, and they just beat each other up. Northern Ireland did a good job to take 3 wins from this, and Lithuania won a game. Northern Ireland beat Lithuania, Scotland, and Austria, but lost to Lithuania. Austria didn't beat Northern Ireland, and that is why they're not going. Lithuania also drew Scotland away. Oh, my goodness. In Hampden Park, Scotland couldn't beat Lithuania. And if they did, that extra 2 points might have gotten them in. I don't know. Next group. Oh. Italy. Oh, Italy nearly missed again. Malta and Cyprus got got rocked, and I mean, Cyprus won 3 games. They beat somebody else. They did what? Dude, they beat Italy. Cyprus beat Italy. That was their other win. They lost every match to the Czech Republic and Wales, beat Malta twice, and beat Italy at home. Italy almost didn't make it because they lost to Cyprus. When was that? Was it like the first match? No, they beat Cyprus in the first match. That is an insane result. Yeah, just 25th minute. Marcelo Torres plays for Paphos in Cyprus. Scored the only goal. I mean, obvious, easy win for Cyprus there. Italy did, however, manage to beat Czechia both times. They drew Wales. A heck of an effort by Wales. Drew Italy twice, won the games they were supposed to win, drew Czechia once, and then lost to Czechia. So that draw against Czechia was actually the final day. If either... Oh, Italy got so lucky. If Czechia had won that last match, Italy would have missed the World Cup. But Wales scored a 68th minute penalty. And if Wales had won, I am absolutely certain it would have qualified as a second-place team with 17 points. Oh, Italy got so lucky. If Czechia had held on to its lead and won, it would have knocked Italy out. Maybe Italy would have gotten the second-place team. Oh. In H, it was, wow, another kind of difficult group. Hungary and Finland are definitely capable, but Sweden and Switzerland looking excellent going into the World Cup. 21 points, 19 points. The Faroe Islands drew somebody. It was Finland at home. All right. Italy saving themselves the Euros, true. And, oh, Georgia. Kvaratskhelia magic is here. Georgia finished second in the group and tried to push Poland here, who was the top seed. Poland's going to the World Cup again. Poland's 2 draws were Slovenia in both games, which is a bit weird, and Romania and Slovenia can both be very disappointed with that performance. Latvia lost every game. Group J, Denmark is going to the World Cup. They've joined Holland. It's pretty straightforward. This is the most straightforward group we've seen. North Macedonia just didn't have the juice to stay with Denmark and Holland. And that's it. Second place teams. Oh, it was the Czech Republic and Georgia on goal difference. Albania was the last team in. And that means that Italy wasn't going to miss. Italy on 17 points would have knocked Albania out of the World Cup. So if Czech Republic had won, it would have knocked Albania out and put Italy in on 17 points as a second place team. So Italy didn't actually have a chance to miss. But goal difference is what keeps Czechia and Georgia out. Ukraine, Greece, and Austria pretty easily kept out into the day, while Norway, Sweden, Denmark a little more comfortable. So Albania snuck in as the last team. And that leaves us with just the Intercontinental playoff left. And we start with the semifinal, Curacao and Tahiti. Played in Madrid. It's the warm-up for the actual World Cup, and Curacao beat Tahiti 2-1. Remember, Oceania gets a team in. Yeah? Oceania gets a team in, and so does CONCACAF, and Curacao takes care of business, beats Tahiti. And that brings us to the final set of matches. Oh, Curacao! My heart is torn. My heart is torn. Because I want Uzbekistan and Curacao to both have the world. Mali actually really... Venezuela's got to go check its South American credentials because I was looking at Curacao, but Mali just ran Venezuela off the pitch. And that is the first ever World Cup qualification for Mali. Well, the interesting thing is, it would have been the first World Cup qualification for either team. Venezuela is the only South American team to have never made the World Cup, and Mali just absolutely ran them. Mali were the deserving winners. They scored 3 goals. They had a 3-0 lead. Venezuela cut it to 3-2, and then 2 late goals for Mali to make it 5-2. Hey, banter commable. Venezuela did have to finish 7th in South American qualifying just to get into this spot. And then we had Uzbekistan and Curacao. Really, we don't have full match details for that? Whatever. And so Mali and Uzbekistan get the last 2 spots for the World Cup. And that brings us to the actual World Cup groups we'll be tracking while we do our transfer business. And that first group, which is China, Ghana, and Spain, which is just so hilariously easy for the host nation, Spain. You would think, right? If China could pull off something, it'd be really spectacular. Who's their key player? Yang Yunshin. Oh, baby. I mean, surely that doesn't... Still, they do have a wonder kid on their team. A very sound, kind of space-eating defensive midfielder who can pick out a pass. All right. Tariq Lamptey is the vice captain. Salisu's the captain there. All right, Group B. That is a fascinating group that only the World Cup could provide. Portugal, Iran, and Trinidad and Tobago. Okay. Trinidad? Anybody? Trinidad with a chance? They can take some points off Iran. Key player is Levi Garcia, who plays for... He has 104 caps. Plays for Strasbourg at Sachlane. Soka Warriors of Trinidad and Tobago. Go get it done. Well, I think France is fine. They've got Mali, who's in their first ever World Cup, even though they did look good. Oh, Fierce Pierce. Thank you for the 25 gifted subs, dude. Thanks for making 25 people's days. Leson, thank you for the 3 months. Carlo, thank you so much for the tier 1. Komarenko, thank you for the 2 months. Samajdar, thank you for the 23 months as part of the Hammers. Out Cortado, thank you for the Prime. Abra Swag Lincoln, thank you for the 13. And thank you, huge thank you to Fierce Pierce for gifting 25 subs. UAE's in its 2nd consecutive World Cup. They actually look decent. I think they're probably ranked higher than Mali. Oh my goodness, Mali's 23rd in the world. Have they won something? Did they win the Africa Cup or something? 2nd round extra time. They lost to Senegal in the final in 2025. They only made the round to 16 each other time. Who knows how world rankings are set, but Mali was the pot 2 team in this group. And then Vive la France. Brazil, Croatia. Oh, that's a tough one. Brazil, Croatia, and Egypt. I don't know, man. You slip against Egypt, which you could. So why are there 3 team groups? This was the original plan for the 2026 World Cup and into the future, but FIFA has since changed the plan to going back to 4 team groups and just adding more matches. Because the issue is that if you go with 4 team groups and you have more groups, 48 teams, then there's a lot more matches that have to be played. Group E, Denmark, Honduras, and Japan. I love it. I just love the variety that provides. That's fun. Denmark and Japan still would be pretty heavy favorites. Honduras is the pot 3 team. They've struggled recently. Dude, you're Albania and you're like, yeah, let me go get this easy group, dude. I think they're pot 2. No, they were pot 3. How many times have how many instances ever in history has a European team been the lowest ranked team in its entire group? Albania, Algeria, and Colombia. Albania's get its work cut out for it, but I believe, one of our 2 debutantes at the World Cup. Yes, Albania and Uzbekistan and Mali. Mali is debuting at the World Cup. Okay, we've got... Oh, Canada, you have been screwed again. Glorious and in pain at your 3rd straight World Cup. Yikes. They did make it to the round of 32 at their hosted World Cup, but then they were ended. England, Morocco. It's not an easy group for England. Canada and Morocco is not like a comfortable route through. Mexico, New Zealand, and Norway. That should be Mexico and Norway pretty comfortably. New Zealand's just never actually that good. Lebanon, Turkey, and Algeria. Oh, wait. Lebanon's the 3rd debutante, right? Yeah. This is their first ever World Cup. They qualified brilliantly. They knocked Saudi Arabia out and then qualified through the final round as well. Uruguay. Did I say Algeria? I've said a lot of countries today. It's obviously Uruguay. Algeria is over here. I've said like 250 countries out loud, all right? I called the Himalayas the Alps. We're clearly not working at 100%. Uruguay, Algeria. Perfect. Well, what are they? They're 12th in the world right now, actually. Did they win the Copa America? No. Wait. Oh, they won the 3rd place playoff. But they made 3rd place playoff. They lost the quarterfinal to Ecuador at the most recent Copa America. Gustavo Diaz looking good in his hat there. All right. Turkey, yes, should be able to finish ahead of Lebanon, a debutante. Italy, Ivory Coast, and Thailand. I'm assuming they made it last time. No. This is the first World Cup appearance for... We have 4 debutantes at this World Cup. Italy, Ivory Coast, and Thailand should be okay for Italy and Ivory Coast, though. Holland, South Korea, Tunisia. That is a very World Cup group, and honestly could be a pretty tough one. South Korea and Tunisia left to duke it out, and Holland will not be comfortable. Argentina, Sweden, and Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan is actually not a debutante because they made it 4 years ago, and they have made it back through the Intercontinental Playoff over Curaçao. But the way Sweden qualified, that should be comfortable. Cameroon, Germany, Jamaica. Love the colors of the flags in these groups. That's a good one. And Chile, Switzerland, the United States. That is not an easy group for the U.S., who are literally 10th in the world. Who is the Pot 3 team? Chile? Are you kidding me? Rank your teams better. We're the Pot 1 team in this group? I'm an optimist, and I know. Wilfried Nossi? Really? Yunus Moose is the star. He plays for RB Leipzig now. Cool. Yeah, it's a tough group. We're the Pot 1 team in that group. Group O. Oh, there they are. Equatorial Guinea, baby. Yes. And Belgium and Australia. So maybe Equatorial Guinea can give Australia a go. You know, maybe they can get the next round. The group of life for Belgium. Yeah, they should be fine. Ecuador. Ooh. Ooh. Ecuador, Nigeria, Poland. Those are 3 very, equal teams in terms of results and quality and stuff. Anybody could go down there. So the debutantes are Mali, Albania, Lebanon, Thailand, and Equatorial Guinea. There are 5 teams that have never been to the World Cup before. All right, when's the first match? It's the 13th. Cool. Nice. Now we're fully oriented on what's happening. We have 1 player there, Keon Edwards for Trinidad and Tobago. Oko wants an improved contract. What does he want? good. He's very malleable here. He doesn't want a crazy amount of money, which is good. Vacation release clause at 0. Don't tell me you're married to that amount of money. We just added a ton of value with the relegation release clause. Non-promotion, where's non-promotion release clause? I'm going to put at 500,000. There you go. Yay! I don't want him to leave. Even if he's not going to start next year, I don't want him to leave. He's still an important part of the team. Uzbekistan's not a debutante. They made it 4 years ago at the 2026 World Cup. So it's important to... and neither is... like, UAE made it in 84. They also made it 4 years ago. Canada's now been to 3 straight World Cups because they hosted 4 years ago. So they might look like debutantes, but they're not actually debutantes. Marty Burns been released early. Well, hey, do you want to come try with us, Marty? Wow, everybody wants that kid. Who's bidding for him? Brighton and Watford? I will throw my hat into the ring. He's a left back too, so I feel like there could be something to that. Jonathan Hampson has not played for Sunderland. Freaking transfer bids going in. Demo, thank you for the prime. Was it not 84? Were they there in 90 instead? Was there not even a World Cup in 84? I know the UAE in real life has been to 1 World Cup. Maulud Suawi. He's okay, but... Ramondino. Italia 90. Thank you. They're relegated from the Premier League this season. Crystal Palace, Sunderland, and... I don't remember who finished 18th. Norwich, who just went up. They literally haven't stopped doing what they're doing. In 2022-23, they got promoted, then they got relegated, then it took 2 years to get promoted, then it took 2 years to get relegated, then they just got promoted last year, and then they're coming back down. Unreal. Norwich City's ability to bounce around. Nottingham Forest managed to stay up, and Aston Villa was the other team close to relegation. Everton, there's 8 teams getting spots right now in the Champions League and stuff. So Everton and Southampton have made it into Europe for this season, along with Newcastle and the Big Six, except for Tottenham. Tottenham finished 10th, 4 points out of Europe. Nice! They also lost the FA Cup final. Oh, wow, yeah, Liverpool beat Manchester City 8-0. Hello. Little final day party for Benjamin Šeško. He scored 4 goals. Gavi scored. Milinkovic-Savic scored. And Liverpool finished in emphatic 4th as Man City won the league anyways. Yikes. Let's stand up. Time to stand. Macwell has seen the Vietnam result. I'm glad that I could, glad we could be of assistance to help brighten his day with their just absolutely shocking performance there. What is this, right back and center back? Good jumping reach, good quickness and balance, and composure's a problem, anticipation's a problem. The positioning's nice. The passing and technique is okay. United are making a move to try and get the guy over from Arsenal, so we're not going to get him anyways. Bartolome, we don't know anything about him. You know what? I really need the English scouting budget thing. 324,000 the budget. I need all of England. Thank you. Now we can see Ramondino and get at least a report on this kid. The Swansea City and Peterborough. I actually am also going to swoop in for Ramondino. Whoa there, Sailor. Alrighty. That's some cash, don't we? It's not fast. Probably won't even sign for us. We can cancel this if we need to. We're on top of our scout priorities and move on. Jack Lewis is getting some hype. No. Sean Reed. Good elevation. Nuneaton Town? Okay. How about this, Sean? I will give you a trial instead of you going to Nuneaton Town. How's that work out for you? How do you feel about that? Tell me your emotions now. When someone asks some shady to stand up, I rise. I do rise. Okay. Good investment. Could be. If he actually ends up being good, I have no idea. He's got hype around him. How are we going to keep Birak? I don't think he has a zero clause. He has a relegation zero clause, but I don't think he has anything ridiculous for non-promotion. He has match highest earner, $0 relegation release clause. I'll tell you what, I am definitely going to be wanting to... Oh, I can't trial Marty Byrne because of the... Dang. Jaden Heskey, didn't he move somewhere weird? Still like him, but he definitely moved somewhere weird. First batch trials are about to expire. All 18 of them. How many agents do you not like, you know? It's not too many. We actually balance that out all right. We do a pretty good job of balancing it out. These Alvies keep popping up. There are, after all, plenty of Alfies to go around. Maxwell Rogers, a loan to Tranmere Rovers. No. Oh, they want Oren McWhirter? But I've always loved Oren McWhirter. Oh, it's Dundee United's pretty decent. Weirado. Oh, wow. It's like transfer offers for Hayden Carter. That dude has the hype. Question from the Daily Mirror. Where am I going to strengthen my squad? Always no comment. We obviously have a very good squad right now. We got good results over that last stretch. Hey, I mean, this ended up being a really good investment. He gave us 2 years of competitive play. Just too inconsistent, but he made some great plays for us at times, and now we get over $1 million out of it. We thank Karamoka Dembele for 2 regular years that have kind of resurrected his career. He now goes to Queen's Park Rangers, where I imagine he will, I imagine he will start to wilt. But yeah, I was happy to resurrect his career. He deserved a chance to play regularly. This is his level. This is definitely his level. Good departure. Yeah, I think a well-timed departure for the team. It was his moment to move on. Yeah, it's not it for Russell Stewart. Okay, next round. DeMargio Kernan. Kiernan? Maybe? I don't know. Ollie Jones, Middlesbrough contract not expiring for 2 years, but he desperately wants out. So we'll go ahead and tack him onto the end of contract just so we can get transfer updates about him. This guy can pass. He can move a little bit. Oliver Arblaster of MK Dons. And there are teams that are seeking the signature of Oliver Arblaster. We just want to keep tabs on that. Okay, no, Martin Conway. Robert Whittam. This guy ends up not on a team all the time, and that happens to him because he's not very good. And I am tired of seeing updates on this man. Henri Kouame. I wish we were good enough to not have that guy on our list, but we are not. Ashinafe Jarre is certainly not good enough to get paid $1.3 million a year. Who do you have a sell-on clause for? Danny Graham. I get 50% of the profit from Danny Graham's next sale, which could be a really significant, shot of money in the arm whenever that does come around. This guy's got good potential, but he's certainly not on his way to reaching it. Wrexham's Peter McMahon, already have him shortlisted. Bailey, Vince Holt. With the 4 vision and the 5 work rate, it's those 2 attributes that give me such pause trying to sign a guy like this. He's on trial with us right now. He has never played a senior club match before. He is a massive defensive liability. Did we get to the Prem? No, we did not. We lost in the playoff after briefly being in the automatic qualifying spots. Concentrations with defensive attributes, so I don't really care too much, but that's bad. He's not a guy that puts in the effort. He has just raw speed and good talent carrying the ball, but you need a little more than that to make a difference for us. Zach Abbott's the center back that has... He's one of the 2 center backs we're looking at that has great size. Can we try to loan Graham again? I mean, we will explore our loan options, but they don't want to do a loan to the same place again, especially when he wasn't a super regular starter. He was very much in the rotation, but maybe they want to go for more playing time. How's the 3rd season going? I mean, we are this is an off-season stream. This is a put the team together kind of stream. Liverpool is still our senior affiliate, yeah. Correct, Amundo. I don't know. I really don't think that guy's actually that good. I know this guy's not. With the 9 vision and the inability to move. I mean, what are you gonna do for me, Seward? What are you going to do for me? Lewis Shaw, who can play the whole back line. Mainly feature as a center back, and I don't think he has the tools to be a good center back. Billy Cunningham's just been set for release. He is fairly electric. And the thing is, he does have a better work rate and better stamina and better vision, and he's not a terrible passer. The issue is that he is a pure knock the ball past opponent type winger. He doesn't have the dribbling, he doesn't have the finishing, he doesn't have the crossing, right? He's not this like big time playmaking player, a super sub. Yeah, this guy's fast, so the reputation boost hits you go. That Tottenham center back didn't want a loan last year. Yeah, I hope. I think Willie Cunningham is going to get added to the Deep Dark Desires list, and we will see how that goes. K-Roll Figueroa. He has been set for release, so we do have a shot at K-Roll this year. We'll see how much money he's asking for. A guy that scored a boatload of goals for us at one point, and then was loaned to us, and he probably wouldn't want to play for us, honestly. Because he did a loan with us and then got released. Oh, this guy. This is the guy. This is the guy. He just got set for release by Bournemouth. I mean, he's so expensive. But this is actually a dude. He is so fast and a good passer and controls the ball well and crosses the ball well. This one's good. I don't believe our squad is good enough. Well, we'll check on that. We definitely want to make sure we keep tabs on him. I'm assuming he actually played for Bournemouth in the Premier League over the past season. And those are the types of guys we want to get our hands on. Hemi Carter, thank you for the prime. Nice. Nice name. Enjoy the bacon, enjoy the emotes. We pressed like 2 days in the last 2 hours of the stream. Yeah, well, we went through the entirety of World Cup qualifying and stuff, too. Jules Kayimbiangoy. Will Bath. I don't know, Willie? Essential end of contract, signing. Yeah, well, he's just super decent, and I don't like... He's versatile and decent, and I don't want it. Mulud Zouawi, a little slower. A little slower on the draw. Can't really pass. Good, either-footedness. He's certainly not a guy we're just going to stop looking at. Sonny Finch. Michael Golding. Lirim Kiku. Willie Baker. I didn't really realize how fast this Willie Baker character is. Kenneth Moreno. Be available for $2.1 million. Or he's not, and I don't care. James Green. I think this is a guy that we should consider signing. The composure's a little low. The work rate and the teamwork are a little low, but I know we said that the last time we looked at this guy, but what's he got for us? Star player. Club is a stepping stone, improve the midfielders. And, let's see how willing he is to negotiate. Richard Dobbs is rather awestruck by me, so yeah, we can at least get into the contract. Minimum fee release clause. I'll set it at $6.5 million. I will raise you. All right, I don't have a relegation release clause, so I need to go with a 3-year deal for James Green. Jamothy. Relegation release clause then opens up at that point. We can also do appearance fee, assist bonus, shutout bonus. Try not to do those because we actually get a lot of shutouts. We're so good, I don't even want to do it. Unused substitute fee, $500. Just get a normal kind of contract stuff up there. I have no idea, like, what Lanahan's recommendation would be. 573. That's a lot of money, dude. Oh, you want to just jack up his appearance fee, too. Well, let's see. You know, I'm going to get rid of the shutout bonus. Winning the FA Cup? Sure. No. A relegation release clause, please. And obviously, Mr. I'm awestruck by you. We're going to pay you a good chunk of money. So devour essentially the entire wage budget that we have available right now, which is why we don't want to do that. We'll start at 281. We could do this deal now. We might want to wait for him to get a little more sad. Let's just try and hammer something out. Like a non-promotion release clause of 3. Can I just like add some crazy value to it? And then lock it? I thought we might, I thought we maybe had a shot at that, but... Okay, did we add him to our Deep Dark Desires list? We'll come back to that. It's not the end of that story. Good giddy up. Oren McWhirther's already going to be on the move. That dude's been a popular name in my inbox. Yeah, Barack Inch just saw his highest earner clause. That clause, he's on 325-ish, and so we didn't go too far over that. But if we do end up in that spot, we're going to renegotiate his deal and try and remove it. It might be the same thing as a sell-on clause, but I don't think it is, where like they immediately insta-hard lock it and every negotiation after that. Would make as much sense if they did that. Corey Frowen. Blackpool, or we can bully Blackpool. They're in the league below us. I would assume we can bully Blackpool. Mielescu. Oh, he's 6'4", 202. He's a big guy. And he doesn't really have the strength or the jumping reach that represent what he could have. That is a large man to stick in the middle of your midfield, though. I see the appeal. Not getting a great star rating in the initial look at that one guy. Sorry. Barbaz Dalo, thank you for the 7 months in the prime. That guy might be on the market for a while. Those types of players definitely can be. That center back. They're asking for... He's asking for a significant amount of money. That means an upper-level championship team's going to need to go, I'm going to make this guy the starter. That, or he just doesn't really like us, and so he's asking for that amount of money specifically from us. In which case, we're in more trouble, but we're also probably don't want to do that deal. If that is the case. Sadat Dankwa. It's actually sneakily slow, but he has good size and ball control and crossing and can't really pass. He's okay. You can see why they don't want to pay him. Jordan's story, hard to justify. He's not, doesn't have the physical tools we normally look for. Six foot 202, wide lad. But he doesn't jump well, and he's not particularly strong. He's just weird. No. I could be in for a Yoma. I could sign that guy. Said Mielescu look good. I don't know. I wasn't sold on him. Just looking at him, I wasn't sold on him. This guy's main advantage is his versatility. He can play defensive midfield. He can play left wing, right wing, attacking midfield, center midfield. But he's not actually that good of a defender, and he's not actually that good at any one particular thing. It's a Swiss Army knife. Shrewsbury Town's Dark Ogiabi. My scouts have always, without fail, loved Dark Ogiabi because he's 6'5". But if that guy had 16 vision, all over it. He's a replacement for Oko. He doesn't, though. He has 8 vision, and that's a nightmare. Because you know he can make the passes, but he just doesn't freaking see them enough. First time in the stream. Hey, what's up, John Carlo? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Charlie Patino's already on our Deep Dark Desires list. Like, we're ready for Charlie Patino. There we go. Harry Wilson. He's asking to leave. He's lost trust in the head coach. Hey, your agent just came to me and recommended you, so hopefully you would be down for that. Agents are throwing some recommendations at me. I don't think we can afford out of Ramola, but okay. Redding's Callum Connolly, Max Dyson of the Bolton Wanderers. Be available for $3.7 million. I don't have $3.7 million. Maybe West Brom does. Oh, he's available for loan as well. Absolutely. For $166,000 a year. See, if we tried to sign him, it wouldn't work. But we can loan him in right now and just have him be a part of the team for the entire season. A little sneaky slow. Here, here's who he would be replacing in the starting lineup. Is Malachi Fagan Walcott, who is faster and taller. What playing time would they require? Give me squad player. They've declined to make an immediate decision. All right, well, we're just going to wait on that for a second. But I'm in. I think that would be a really good... I think that would be a really good center back to add to that rotation, and I think he would very quickly carve out a spot, him and Manunga. I think they would very quickly establish themselves as the preferred pairing. Because Luis Manunga is fantastic. Luis Manunga is the better center back that we have. Very cruel that he was the one that scored the own goal that ended up knocking us out of the playoff, but he is competent. Oh, this guy's good. Jason Giles knocks ball past opponent. It's very Aguero-esque, except he's a better shooter and he's a little less athletic. Yeah, Sporting, you're interested. So are we. On loan from Cardiff at Crew Alexandra. What did he do last year? Oh, he didn't really get in the team much. He played at Cardiff and played better in the championship than he did for Crew. No need to make the jams report anymore? All right, thank you, Ayo. Yo, Manny raided in. Oh, what's up? Dude, I felt bad. I actually don't know who Jams is, right? So we spent like 5 minutes trying to look up like who Jams is, and that's my fault, right? I'm just bad at the internet sometimes. But I would have struggled to put the report together anyways. But it's glad to sound like sounds like it leveled off. My man wasn't using one of those tactics that somebody else made, and he maybe downloaded and changed one thing, and he's like, oh, this is mine. Giancarlo, thank you for the tier 1, brother. Thanks for being a part of the Hammers. Manny, thank you for the raid. Kane, thank you for the 38 months. Hope you had a good stream, Manny. Oh, we were discussing the origin of the word mandem, and I learned. Still don't really man them. I still don't really understand that. That's what people were saying was like the origin. I don't know if I follow. What are Manny's boys? Okay. I have an issue that I always get the same players recommended in my scouting update that are already on my short list, so I always have to click. We were looking at, sorry, getting distracted here. Scouting update that are already on my short list, so I always have to click through the same 50 players and I do something about it. There might be a setting. I haven't looked for it, but if you go to the scouting center and you go to like actually the scouting center, there are a ton of settings. So there could be one where you don't get recommended players already on your short list, but I don't think that I see that here. Trusted reports, highly recommended players. Some recruitment focuses. You could add the player to the not interested list. Yeah, you could. But honestly, if a player's on my if a player is on my short list, I'll usually just click through and just acknowledge and then move on to the next one. Rare, you know, I'll try and breeze just take a quick gander at the attributes, but all right. All right. Oh. You gonna make a video about the U20 FIFA World Cup? Probably not. It's on the assignments. Down. Can you change the assignment to not scout players that are on your short list? I swear I've seen you on YouTube before. Nah, that wouldn't be me. This one guy's just losing his mind. There, it's down. Include results found in other recruitment focuses. So you untick that, and then you're not gonna get reports. Yeah, but if I change the parameters and we continue to find the same player, that doesn't bother me. But for the person that was being bothered by that, yeah. I just have no problem clicking through them real quick, but... Hooray! 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 There's a contract for another year. Why is his agent offering him to me if he doesn't like me? Why? Thomas Tarpey Duffy. This guy sucks. Why do you like him? Bartolome, this guy doesn't suck. He is tall and good in the air and cannot score. And that is where the suckage begins. Is his finishing. Let the suckage begin!
Back again for some more premium FM content.
Joe Armstrong, premium. Thank you for the 8 months. Irish Pierce, thank you for the 6 months. Thanks for being part of the Hammers. We move. Noacha Raj, 24-year-old from Canada. How you doing? Some Montreal. Playing center back. He's like maybe okay. Ben Price. Septi, thank you for the prime. I missed the end of the season last night. How'd it go? Great. We're in the Prem right now. Shut up. went perfectly, and we've achieved all of our goals. We've achieved everything we set out to achieve, and there is simply nothing more for us to achieve. Nothing at all. This freaking Ethan Bryant guy is fine, but he's so freaking slow. Brr. Lavinho, thank you for the 11.
My friend Big Daddy Ham lost his ear in an accident and had to have a pig's ear transplanted. Asked him if it was working, said, it's fine apart from a bit of crackling.
Oh, okay. Boo. Boo! Client would become unsettled if he wasn't allowed to speak with Ipswich.
13, lucky number for a lucky season. You are a great creator and a huge guy to follow for those who love the game, real and virtual. Thanks a lot.
Joga Bonito, thank you for the 13 months. That was very kind of you. Yeah, well, guess what, Buster? I don't want to sell you to Ipswich. You just won the Golden Glove in this freaking league. Yeah, that's what I thought. Huddersfield. What? And think you had the facilities for that, big man. 4.5. Just want to start a negotiation, you know? Maybe you give me... He has no interest in going to Derby County. Well, that's wild. Because I have a lot of interest in $4 million. And we can actually... Oh, they just locked their offer. Well, I mean, we're going to reject that. And then offer Galassi out for 4.5. Or we'll offer him out for 5. What's the... Clubs in higher divisions. Oh, for the love of all that's good and holy. $4 million, though, for Matteo Galassi. We can do a lot with $4 million. Exactly. We can do a lot with $4 million. I don't know if he's going to take it, and I'll be honest. I'll be fine either way. If he doesn't take the deal, I won't be, like, super mad at him. Because I do feel like he's an important part of our team's success and a good goalkeeper. And Mr. R. Blaster signing a deal. Ezra Carrington. Why? That guy gets a deal every time. I swear his contract's ending every 5 seconds. We have Caleb Anson on the team, so we don't have a bad... we don't have a bad answer on the team. I do think he's going to end up taking this this deal. Stefano Molinari is respectful of me. Hi, Galassi. What's it going to take to keep you here? And that's not something I realistically see happening if I stay at this club. It will, though. We literally lost the playoffs this year after finishing 10th the year before. I feel like you are being a little unrealistic. What about a new contract? Because I can't even just say, hey, because he like doesn't believe we can do it at all. Even if I sit there and I go like, we're like, I will promise you we'll get promoted this season. Even if I say that, he's not gonna be like, oh, you know, he'll make that noise. Release clause response? No, because I do not want him to wait for Ipswich Town to get into the Prem, because once they do, they can buy him for $650,000, and I'm about to make $4 million. So what we need to do is anger him, and that will anger him. I'll let you go to Ipswich. They offer a reasonable amount of money for you. Oh, heavens. Shouldn't have done that. Although this will anger him, and then he will go to Derby County, so I'm just going to... Mateo, you are part of a bigger plan, and you simply do not understand what is happening here. But I will anger him, and then he will go to Derby County for $4 million, and we will find another goalkeeper for free. Business. All right. Harry Burgoyne, you're not that guy. All right, good. Glad we could figure that out quickly. Next up, Jamie, come on in. Not that guy. Appreciate you auditioning, though. Really, really do. Amari Benjamin. You're guy adjacent. I'm going to go ahead and put you on the into contract list. You're not somebody that we're targeting heavily anymore, but I appreciate it. Zach Abbott. We'll continue to think about it. Love the pace. Love the jumping range. Hate the composure. Hate the teamwork and the work rate and the technique, but I'm not going to be able to sell myself on it. I know me. Let's try to persuade Galassi. He might have not accepted the Darby County offer before. He will definitely take it now. That is why we just angered him. Because if he's going to kick up a fuss and we're not able to easily talk our way out of him being angry about the Ipswich deal, then our best option is to take $4 million and run. You are such intelligent, Zealand. You have such a massive brain. Can we please turn that into a copy pasta? Fran, that might be the best and funniest way. That made my day. Thank you. I would love for that to be a copy pasta. You wanted to anger him? Yeah, you should. I would have been fun. See the size of this forehead? A lot of storage space in there. Least self-indulgent, dude. I just read that and I was like, that was awesome. I love that sentence. It is funny. It is jokingly indulgent. It's perfect. You are such intelligence, Zealand. You have such a massive brain. Fran, thank you. You've created a meme for all time. Fran had no idea when they were typing that out what it might become. What it has already become. Bailey Vince Holt. Oh, yeah, this guy. I can't. I really can't with that work rate and that vision. I mean, maybe like right at the end here. Andy Track, thank you for the 28 months. How do I beat the triangle? Honestly, I don't know any way other than the exact way that we play against the triangle regularly. But I don't know another way to do it. It is 3-3, defensive midfielder, force outside. Make sure that defensive midfielder's on defend. Have one fullback on defend at least as well so they can help get in there and cover late. It's not easy. It is not easy to play against the triangle at all. Don't like him, but I'll keep him on the list. Lewis Shaw is in that same category where he's not a bad player, but he's also not a good player that I want to actively go and get. Jordan Millward's also in that category. Alan Deasy. I do like Alan Deasy. I don't think we're ready to explore like a potential offer yet, but I do like him. Prince O'Toole. Yeah, no. Love the name, though. Jamie Stewart. Yeah, no. Ethan Burgess, target forward. Whew, can't pass at all. Can't take a touch. He has a home, definitely, in, like, League 2. He can definitely be a good player in League 2, but there is a pretty hard cutoff for him being able to execute in higher divisions. He doesn't translate well. Taffman, thank you for raiding in. Slayer, thank you for gifting Fran a sub. They did earn it. Jordan Millward is Millie. Oh, really? He got one of those in-game things. Preposterous. Gosh darn dang it. I know I'll never get one of those in-game things, alas. Liam Brown. Ooh. You're bad. Bradley Malone. Watermelon. Is it okay to ask if we've been promoted? Yeah, it's fine. We haven't. We were not. We lost in the playoff. We were in automatic spots at one point. Had a tough run into the end of the season. Yeah, I know they want Matteo Galassi, but guess what? He's about to go to Derby for $4 million. So they're about to pay him a lot more money than we can pay him too. Makovsky, thank you for the 8 months. And we'll just take care of business. We will take care of business. First batch of trials, though, not inspiring at all. Andrew Thompson, hi. Alessandro Inzolito, no. Let's go ahead and get him off that list now, and I'm going to do the same thing with old Tristan Lloyd in a 62. The Credit Suisse Super League. Oh, I actually love him. Oh my goodness, we finished scouting Kale Jug, and I actually think he's fantastic. He's got such nice giddy up, good playmaking, smart on the ball, feels out situations well, either footed. Well, how much was the offer? $2 million. Kale Jug. Cards on the table. My client isn't exactly bowled over at the prospect of playing for your club, so suffice to say he's reluctant to temper his expectations in terms of game time. All right, we'll come in here. 3 12-monthly installments that rise up to $2 million. And $750 up front. I can do that. The fact that he's interested at all is hilarious. An immediate answer, and need you to submit the offer for further consideration. Got it. James Green. Dang, Preston North End's making a move on him. So as we got that other guy that we like. I think James Green's out of the question now. Thomas Westwood. What freaking thing is he? Oh, he's on the loan list. Contracted to Portsmouth. They paid $6.5 million for him in League One. He's very good too, which is why Watford is about to buy him because they are in the championship. Awesome. Fabio, how you doing? Olympic Lyon and Schalke have put offers in for him. I don't think that guy's in our price range. Somebody Air United's going for, though. That's a little more our speed. Jacob Ramon. Nice, slow. Bart Smokey, thank you for the prime. Oh, the buy spam is out. Yeah, we're going in on Kale Jug, definitely. Jacobo Ramon. Oh, there's loan offers coming in. Ferdinand Oko. Oh, it met his release clause. Oh, sick. So he hadn't accepted his new contract, and Burton Albion have traded. I never expected anybody to go for this guy. Ferdinand Oko, Burton Albion, or stay with us? That's his question. Did they get promoted or something? Is that why they're trying to make plays? No, they didn't. They finished 8th in League 2. Oko, are you really going to take that deal? I don't think he is going to. I don't think he's taking it. I think he's staying. I think he'll take his new contract and stay here. I don't think he's going there. Yeah, he was like, wait, that's my prospect? Yes, I would love to stay here and play. Immediate. I don't really watch Twitch. I love your YouTube videos. Keep being you. Well, Bart, thank you. That means a lot. And I know Twitch can be scary. Look at all these people in chat right now. Scary. Don't like that. Don't like that one bit. All these people staring at me. What's that about? Norbert what was this? Pachelars. Norbert Pachelars, a deep-lying playmaker he's not a pinger, as we like to call him. But he goes for long-range passes, and he has a good feel for the game, so he's going to stay on our short list. Sam Robinson. I don't know. I just think we've got better players in our team right now. I think we're just going to let him go. Statmatis Kondalitis. Anson's better than he is. Old Statmandis Kondalitis. And then, the response. Yeah, I'm very pleased. Ferdinand's committed himself to the club. He saw the other prospects and said, you know what? I don't want to do that. He was like, wait, you're telling me League 2 is the best we've got? Never mind. We'll get rid of these 3 guys as well, and then we'll go add some more trialists. Sound good? Sadly not. Dude, the Peepo stares. Look at all these people in chat. No, Diego Rocha finally is getting poached. Dang it. Imagine blanking. That couldn't be me. Although I definitely just blanked. But other than that, no, I would never do that. Ow. Oh, they pay $3 million. Brentford paid $3 million. God, freaking once. I found him 2 years ago. What are your scouting departments doing? 2 years ago. 2. Kavachi. Greg Tootle. Well, I'm about to toodaloo this negotiation. Oh, he doesn't even want anything. Oh, dude, I'll lower that release clause, brother. Lock that in. I'll give you a relegation at 0. This guy doesn't even want any money. This is why it's worth looking. This guy's an incredible deal. Look, he's got great giddy up. He can facilitate, controls the ball, can cross decently. He is a rotational option off that left side that we often lack. And I hate McKiernan, and I hate McKiernan right now. So they've come back to me. They've added this stupid clause after 50 league appearances, which is like 1 season. I'll give you 500 and lower this to 2.2. Okay. I just want to talk to Kale. That's all I want to do. I just want to talk to Kale Jug. The Jug. The Jug. Let's just take a big old chunk of 43 people, and I know a bunch of them are on trial, but let's just see if any trials are out there, you know? Jug has major reservations and has more interest in joining quite literally every other club. Improved training facilities will bring in a suitable signing to help you settle. No, but I'll do everything else. Okay. Your wage demands were supposed to be much more reasonable, Kale. The crazy thing is, I actually believe this is possible. I actually believe this is possible. $10 million deal to go higher. Non-promotion release clause would be $9 million. We'll actually do 11 and 10. That'll still add value. Relegation release clause would be literally $0. No sell-on fee percentage. Matched highest earner clause. I want to remove that initially to see if we can win this negotiation without it. Appearance fee is high. Assist fee is high. He doesn't have a goal bonus. We'll throw one in. Make it the same as the assist. And Team of the Year bonus is going to be fat. $40,000. quarterfinal of the FA Cup bonus is going to be fat. That's $40,000. If we, that's win the FA Cup. If we win the FA Cup, I'll pay you $100,000. I mean, that'd be a lot. $40,000 if we make the quarterfinal. And then Sky Bet Championship. If we gain promotion from the league, I am willing to spend a lot of money on you. $390 as a starter. $364. I mean, it's like half, but we've added value to this. So I'll go 9 and 10, 8.5 and 10. Need to add a little more value. Dude, he didn't even move. Come on. Come on. Didn't even move. He locked the match highest earner. I'll lower this to 8.5 and then 7. I'll lock top division salary there. We'd have to renegotiate Budak Inch's contract to get rid of the match highest earner clause, but this would provide us with a really great player and a kind of wonder kid guy. No, we're going to non-negotiable before we submit it. Talk him into it for me. I gave you an extra $6,000. Big old bonus for international caps. Avoiding relegation from the Sky Bet Championship will also be a $15,000 bonus. I'll give him 20. I'll just give you $20,000 for free. No, he rejected it. Dang it. Shoot! That sucks. A lot of new trialists, though. Oh, my goodness. They're all the same guys. Oh, I hate it here. I hate it here. I just accidentally trialed. Oh, I'm a little rusty on my trial farming. Gareth Harrison's actually not one of the guys that we just looked at, but Owen Williams, Wilbath, yeah, they're all guys at least that we know. That we know who they are. Goodmar, Freyr, Valgierson. Oh, good size. Good control. Not slow. This is a very good target forward. I actually think I would love this guy. This is a really competent target forward. Positioning is a defensive attribute. Off the ball is your movement offensively, and that is fine. Have big trust. So, like, if I'm looking at a target forward, right, it'll highlight all of the things that are important. What do you want? Give us a bit of a different look. It's a little expensive. Goodmar, Freyr, Vilgierson. It's a little expensive. I'll give him some things he probably won't get. Greg! Come on, Greg. Greg. See if we get him. For Bailey Vincent, Whaley, Brian Breen, Mortellaro. Yeah, weren't we just looking at this guy and we're like, he's good, but we have better players. Hi. Okay, so I'm going to go to all of our trialists and get rid of the trialists. We're on trial until the 26th. Is that the date I'm looking for? Yeah, all the new trialists, these guys. We've looked at most of you, and even the ones we haven't looked at. See you later. Let's take a look at these guys, too. Might be able to get rid of some of them. Hassane Koulibaly, yes. We'll get rid of him. And then we can go after another full wave of trials on guys that we don't know how good they are. Jeremiah Hazel. It's too slow. So him, Ivan Tomlin. Definitely too slow to justify any of that. Alfie Turner. Yep. See you later, Daniel Joseph. He might be at the World Cup with Trinidad and Tobago with my boy Keon. He's not as bad as the other guys either. Alistair Campbell is bad enough. Zealand, you should make a note to try again on these players like Kale and the other striker with 15 finishing, 16 first touch. Season takes over. At least on 7-1. Who was the striker with those attributes you just mentioned? I don't remember him. About to have a lot of spots open up. Hi. Yeah, we're excited about the Icelandic guy. Obviously, we'd have a very different look at forward that we would appreciate. A guy that can do that job well. Ben Jackson played a playoff match on a month-to-month contract. He's not a non-contract guy. He is somebody that is a professional. On loan from Sunderland. I'm assuming he's contracted for another year. This is a more confident player. Very Segundo Volante-esque. Logano's having to increase its fee to try and get that offer through. Rogers is a big hit. Yo! Keon Edwards just scored a World Cup hat trick for Trinidad and Tobago's first World Cup win in a shocking demolition of Iran. Keon Edwards is the talk of the world right now with a World Cup hat trick. Trinidad and Tobago, while it had been to a World Cup before, had never won a World Cup match before. I think they checked that box. A Keon Edwards hat trick. Mali beat the UAE in their first ever World Cup match. Huge win for Mali. And oh my God, Ghana beat Ghana. China beat Ghana. But also probably Ghana beat Ghana. China just picked up a win over Ghana. This is a day. Croatia survived the madness by picking up a win over Egypt in a pretty difficult group. Yeah. Keon doing his thing. We are watching the goals. Don't worry. Keon Edwards in the 9th minute for Trinidad and Tobago, who had never scored at a World Cup. They did get a draw in their first World Cup, but they didn't score a goal. Oh, great aggression. Way to just attack the ball, Keon. Well, I guess I can just click watch goals here. Yeah, we don't care about Iran's goal. We want, it was a corner. Keon, oh my, okay. Well, you know, all skill. That is all skill from Keon Edwards. And then it's 2-1, 81st minute. Probably going to get a more vintage Keon goal here, yep. The island nation of 1.4 million people, Trinidad and Tobago, with an emphatic 5-1. Absolutely stunning. And then China's goal from Yang Xuan, who plays for Shandong. I am very surprised that Ghana went out and lost this game. Oh, holy FMing. Ghana I had 2 shots the whole game. Ghana dominated, but China, who honestly, the first time at the World Cup, they got rocked. They got kind of blown out. I don't know what happened in 2026, but that's a perfect counterattacking goal by Yang Xuan. Just the ball into his path. Let's see if we can see like what they finished last in their group. So I'm going to assume that's the first. It has to be, statistically speaking. That is their first win at the World Cup. China and Yang Xuan over Ghana. This Mali game was nuts. Mali did take a 2-goal lead. UAE scored. Mali took a 4-1 lead. Then the UAE scored, then got a man sent off. Then Mali scored again. Then the UAE scored again, and it was 5-3. All right, World Cup up and running. We'll be tracking the results. Now, what we need to do is go to our shortlist, Prim Rejects, and we need to find the players we don't know. And we need to batch trial them. Those are the players that could be hiding some fabulous stars. Keon Edwards, 5 caps, 8 goals for Trinidad and Tobago. It's absolutely brilliant. Huddersfield make a Bryn Belfield offer. I am going to capitalize on this immediately. They've offered some serious value. I suggest 500,000. You offer 425,000. I will take it. Heart of Midlothian are going in for This is a fun striker right here. Let's see if we can get him on our team. We'll find him alone this year. He's not going to play for us, but I actually like him. I have a friendly relationship with his agent, Richard Platt. Hopefully we can get that done. Maybe if he wants to stay in the English league system, he needs to do that deal. All right, so we've got new set of trialists. Chris Wilson's a no. Come on, serve up a good player. That good player is certainly not Marty Byrne. Oh, no, wait. I actually didn't mean to do that. This guy, we want to figure out how good he is. We'll retrial him. We'll retrial!
Finally, my winter fat has gone. Now, I have a spring roll.
Red Devil, I did see that. I just think that, well, his heading is going to be a part of it. It's not going to be the main thing. He's big, occupies a lot of space. He has excellent balance and touch, and he can pass pretty well, the Icelandic guy. So our goal would be to have him be a hold-up player, not necessarily a classic, like, glancing header on to the next forward type player, but somebody that can receive and, oh, okay, cool. I get it. I had one shot. I lost that shot. Let's try this batch of guys. We only got a couple guys from the last one. Do 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 do. Yeah, Galassi's a Darby County target. I am aware. They have a $4 million offer on the table. And we, honestly, are very excited about it. A lot of these were accepted. And there's a Bryn Belfield offer. Just see if anybody really believes in his potential. Maybe he's worth more money than we think. All right, some older guys. Those 18-year-olds are likely not first-team quality, but those older guys might be enough. Might get it going for us. Clive Davis. See you later. Sean Davies Jones. See you later. Yeah, the younger guys are typically not. They're kind of U21 players that didn't get their first senior contract. Obviously, we want to dot our I's and cross our T's, so we look at them anyways, but we can cycle through them pretty quickly because they're just not very good. And we do have somebody, a member of our staff, that's pretty good at figuring out how good players are, so Nick Shaw might have a little something to him. Abiodun Chukwudi, that is a concerning level of ability for a 23-year-old. The higher we go in this list, the more likely the player is to be good, and Willie Bork and Aiden Schoen are, and then Simu is not. Okay there, boss. Part of City in Luton Town. Antonio Gala's got interest. There's some interest around. Tom Smith. Don't you dare. RBB, thank you for the 5 months in the Prime. Big old goon, thank you for the 7 months in the Prime. I appreciate it. Have you heard about the chocolate record player? It sounds pretty sweet. Nice. Will there be a stream tomorrow? Yeah. I know we haven't streamed on Thursday in a while. Pretty insane stuff. So Bryn Belfield on the transfer list, $1 million. I think we've got interest circling around from some clubs and might be able to get an offer, but we didn't. Gene Isaac's done a deal. Samuele Di Benedetto. Did he play last year on Young Feyenoord? But he's so good, though. Oh, is that coming later in this process? Two nations, the highest coefficients, receive an extra Champions League spot. That would be England and Italy. Oh, nice. Ptolemy, $500,000 a year. Alrighty. That's a lot of money. Let Alfie Turner go. Keep Daniel Joseph on the list. Alistair Campbell. Let him go. Dude is at the World Cup, I believe, with Trinidad and Tobago. And Royston Thorpe. No, my good man. Okay. That'll free up more trialists. Or potential trialists. We'll go to the other end of this real quick. And throw down a nice big blanket trial on a bunch of guys. Checked it, accepted, really mostly accepted here. And we haven't hit the board limit yet. most of these guys are a no because we are basically a bad Premier League team right now. We are looking for those guys that played a few matches in the Prem, couldn't cut it, and come down to us to get their minutes. And also being in that category that we can afford. Bit complicated. Graham, Gebby, Wayne, Knight, Gould, and Gutmar Fryer Falgerson is ready to sign on. And it is not a big deal for us. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that. And he's not in the national team, is he? No. Good. A Leeds United man who has done loan spells in the championship in League One and League Two. Hey, I got a coaching job. Nice, Christian. Congrats. My grandfather's going through last stage of cancer. These streams are getting me through not getting out of bed sadness right now. Thank you, Z. I'm really sorry to hear that. Irish music reviewer. That is... it's a tough time for everybody, but... process of life, you know? All my grandparents aren't around all either, so... that is... yeah, I'd say I've always, like, the way I've always thought about it is if you make it to grandparent, at least you've been able to live a significant portion of your life. A lot of people aren't that lucky, but I wish you the best in dealing with that. Make sure to spend good quality time with them. Gutmar Fryer Valgerson. Doesn't want a lot of playing time, doesn't want a lot of money, and I do like him. Fortunately, because we canceled his trial, I am not able to show you his exact attributes, but the guy holds the ball up well. Very, very good ball holding midfielder. Forward. I can speak words. We're doing it. We have signed the big Icelandic forward. Adam! Thank you so much for the gifted sub. Would you be full-time commentator for the EPL in England? Yeah, I'd do that. I feel like I'd still make YouTube videos around it on the side. Falgerson signing confirmed. Of course, he won't join the club for a little while. Carlos Ramondino. Did we put an offer in on him? We probably won't get him, but even if we do, I'm probably going to turn it down. On loan at Salford, but I have always enjoyed Will Reddy. Serbia joins the EU, Montenegro, Albania, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and North Macedonia. Wow. Okay. Big political day. Welcome to the EU. They just made things a lot easier for everybody that's not us. Smarties. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. The South Slavic GLC, yeah, basically. Just spammed like 7 teams. Balkans joining the EU makes it a lot easier for those EU-based teams. But Smarties, thank you for making 10 people's days. You are awesome. Thank you for the gifted subs. Whew. Hello. All right, Sam Hughes. Go for the Jug, man. Kel Jug. Okay, I don't know what shortlist you were on. I'm guessing you were on the loan list there, Sammy. Joe Meller. Old Mellor. Don't think so. Charlie Thompson. Going into contract, Igor Kuchera. Oh, he's played for Slovakia, which isn't much because they lost to Andorra, right? Wasn't that it? They lost away to Andorra. So he's not exactly joining the high-powered version of the Slovakian national team, but he's under contract forever, too. Antef Suguni. He's just going to have a nice career where he is, and we are not going to be a part of it. Simon Richards. Odorile Norku. I find you a fascinating player or to relay. Because he can really, really, really see the field. Ray Serrano. No. Ferris Highfield. Again, also think you're cool and a good player. And I don't know, your contract's about to expire, and I feel obliged to comment on it in some way. I forgot about Dag Jorgensen. His contract's still going for 2 more years, but I've almost loaned this guy in before. He has an appeal. Rob Can of Montserrat. See you later. My homie. Hey, what's up, Quack? Rob can't. World Cup updates? Yeah, we can jump over. Ollie Jones, get transfer offers. Antonio Gala for a destination would be Hearts, but he won't be upset if we say no. Easy. Who scored the own goal yesterday? It was Mununga. Oh, yeah, it was Jason Giles. Inverness and Estrela de Amadora from the top Portuguese league are in on Jason Giles in an end of contract. And let's explore. Oh, he wants breakthrough prospect. Wow, he wants no playing time, but he does want money. He does want money. I'll tell you what. I'll give you a relegation release clause, non-promotion release of $5 million. I don't know what you value yourself at, Jason, but that seems fair. I would love to have $5 million for a guy signed in of contract. Oh, it would take compensation. Oh, wait, hold on. Screw you. I'm not paying $1,000 or $1 million in compensation. They want to do that. That's fine. He went to Swansea City instead of us. It's all right. I happen to know you're not that good. I'll cancel my scouting assignment. Bolton Wanderers. Oh, they accepted the loan offer. Well, that took forever. God. Yeah, no, I'm not paying $900,000 in compensation. I'm sorry. But Max Dyson might be our addition at center back. A guy that doesn't want to be on the team that he's on, even though he's under contract for 3 years. We don't want to buy him, but we do think he's a really good player. Ricky Pilborough. Jonathan Hampson. A bad deal going to Bristol City. I thought you were going lower than that. Oh, but he's a wingback, so that makes it okay. He doesn't actually need to have any discernible skills. He's a wingback, you idiot. Oh. No way. Why are out on loan players in this section? Okay, we have 15 people on trial, which means I can still just go bombs away in this part of the list and just start dropping like that. All those people won't accept, but we need to keep going through this, and we'll go to our scouting update once we get these trials in. Cool. Any of these guys good? Are we still in the champ? Yeah. Unfortunately, we are still in the championship. And we are scouting by hand today. And so help me, we will find the players that will help us. Oh, shout out to 2 straight guys not sucking there. I think that was actually pretty good. For an 18-year-old, for sure. Gideon Kareem Kingsford Amoa. Let's get something going on there. Sam Kelly. I always knew I should have turned to Jesus. Oh, he's so bad at defense, though. He's not great at offense. This guy better be really fast, or else it doesn't make any sense. Prage, Z and Prey. We found our man, Ricky Pilbrow. It's a good name. Good, strong name. Okay, scouting center. Right. What do you have for us? Max Dyson. Already love him. Already going after him. Willie Cunningham. Might just be looking to add this guy for just pure pace on the outside. He's not good enough at defense for me to convert him and jackknife him into wingback. Thomas Westwood. I freaking know. I know he's going to another team in my league. I know it, and I hate it, and I hate it. Extremely interested in transfer. Very interested in a loan from Reading, who are going down. You guys got relegated, right? Yes. Them and Oxford United and Chesterfield going down. Who's coming up? Wigan and Charlton. No, I feel like we're just here. Oh, Jarrell Quansah just missed out. Is he playing? No, he's not. Of course he's not. Jarrell Quansah's transfer listed and is going to be on the move again. But his team almost got promoted, and Portsmouth won the playoff from 6th to come up to the championship as well. Okay. Anyways, that would be why Lovegrove's looking for a move. We're exploring that option. Aberdeen, Dundee United, Nashville interested in a transfer. That'll push the wage up. Jarrett Weldon. Let me have this guy on my team. His name's Sol Hoey. They want a wage fee. Oh, of course, the classic Belarusian name of Isaac Simmons. How could I ever be mistaken? Trent Kone-Doherty. It's been hyped up to me for a long time and has been available at previous points. Part of these end-of-contract pursuits that we do. Andrew Steele. Jordace Barkas. That's the name. I'm going to be honest. I'm done looking at Louis Jackson. Stop recommending me Louis Jackson. Anyone else have an assistant manager that can create in the editor and bring the club they plan to manage? Ooh, I've never thought about doing that or anything. See you, big man. I like Jordace too, but I don't think we can get our hands on him, unfortunately. Rory Wilson. Very, 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 very prototypical poacher. Comes deep to get the ball. I don't like it. Travis Akamea. How you gonna play center back and you got no technical defensive ability above 10? Potential end of contract signing. Aiden France. No. Daniel Abolo. Oh, his contract's not running out. That would have been nice. Erdogan, what are you doing here? Thomas Tarpe Duffy. He's got the stamina. He's got the finish. He's a spine player. He plays up and down the middle. He's got high potential, and as such is under bids from Fulham and West Brom, and we have no shot at him. So, good. Alan Cavacci, though, we do have a shot at, and he's somebody with an excellent mindset that I actually think would help our team. He might just fall into that Junior Nsangu spot where he does freaking nothing, but I don't know. Random Twitch follower, thank you for the 9 months. Worth prioritizing positions needed from trials, a.k.a. all left backs? Yeah. If you have a massive glaring hole in your team, trial all of the guys that can play that position first. Absolutely. That is the way you're thinking, right? That is how you move from listening to somebody else tell you how to do something to what you really need to be good at Football Manager all the time, which is the ability to take what somebody else is telling you to do and bend it to your situation so it's most applicable. Yeah, of course. You are 100% right. I don't mind Luke Kundle. Can pass, he can move, his defense doesn't suck. I compare him to Gala. Fairly comparable player. Gala's a little smarter. Kundal's a bit more technical. With his passing, with his control, certainly with his goal getting. And, of course, the question of Antonio Gala actually having a bit more long-run pace. As potential as a Gru have left, enough for it to still be relevant. I don't... It's not like full 5 stars anymore, I don't think. Oh, actually none. It's dropped probably a whole star in the last year. I mean, not dropped, it's just revealed itself to be lower over the course of the last year. I don't think Bahari ever serves like a long-term purpose. Brendan Wiredu. This is the type of older, experienced league player that I am often drawn to. He's big, he's athletic, and he's broadly smart. This guy would actually not be a bad center back at all. He actually doesn't know how to play it. He is a defensive midfielder through and through, and one that can absolutely silence a game with his size and his strength and his... He's a type of player we don't have. He is a type of player we don't have, and as such is being added to the Deep Dark Desires list. Yeah, he's unhappy. I mean, his contract ends in 13 days. I like him. Every time I look at Darko Giabi, I cry, though, because he should be better. His vision is bad, and it is the only issue he has. Charlie Patino might actually make the team better. We'll see. He's already under a bid from Hearts, though. We're not going to get to him. I'm not going to outbid Hearts. I'm not comfortable spending that amount of money on that guy. Kiembe and Goi, I need to acknowledge the fact that I'm never going to have the ability to convince myself that he should be on our team. Ryan Longman. Who's recommending this guy? My fitness coach. Yeah, that's why you're my fitness coach. You freaking... Hauk Thessaloniki's Uruguayan Nahuel Huertas for $2.2 million. He might be at the World Cup. Agents trying to make a move to get him out. Alexander Pachichon. Did we get Zhug? No, we didn't. We did not. Though we should go back in for him. It might be long enough now that we can go back in for him. Jason Giles, I'm not paying that compensation, but somebody is, and so they can have him for the extra $1 million off the top. Quigoriol, Marcos Aurelio, no. Devon Lewis, no. Elliot Watt is actually a decent player. I think Sonny Finch was literally in this report twice. Whatever. Let's take a look at the World Cup. Match day 2. Oh, Albania. Uh-oh. Canada's going to make it interesting. Norway beat Mexico. Holland scored twice. Is this... I mean, like, what was Norway's last... It is their first World Cup of the save. It's the first time they've made it since 1998. First time they made it since their real-life appearances, and they have beaten Mexico 4-2. Canada spicing things up again. A 1-1 against... Oh, Indaziri scored in the 90th for Morocco. Did they miss in 26, or are they just on a really long... Yeah, 4 straight World Cups. Out of Africa, that's not easy. They made the quarterfinal in 2026, too. So that is a big result for Canada. Algeria wiping the floor with Albania in their first World Cup, but Albania did tie it. I think Algeria, after missing in 22, got back, made the knockouts in their last World Cup appearance, and Japan wipes away Honduras 3-0. Next day, oh, Lebanon. Welcome to the World Cup, Lebanon. Have you met Furkan Tokat? Because you have now. The 22-year-old wonder kid on loan from Benfica at Barcelona, bagging 5 goals. That is a wonder kid. That is a wonder kid. 7-1. Making his move to Barcelona right now, and he is leading Turkey through Lebanon. Yeah, their first World Cup. Rami El Haji, he scored a goal. That's fun. It's good for him. Happy for him. Barcelona from Benfica. No, that's what, the left back who got hurt at the World Cup for PSG, Nuno Mendes. He did that. He loaned from Sporting to PSG, and they bought him a year later. Teams do that sometimes. So Benfica bought him for $21.5 million from Atalanta, and then Barcelona were like, yeet. Paying a loan fee, bring him in. He is their left back. Wait, hold on. Why'd I say left back? Because I was thinking of Nuno Mendes. Yeah, he's a striker. I'm like, no way, he scored 5 goals and he's a left back. Ivory Coast just beat Thailand 5-1. Thailand's World Cup debut not going to plan, but a big win for Tunisia against South Korea, 2-1, to put them in position to get to the knockouts. Next match day, not a great day for the debutantes, or year for the debutantes. Belgium has beaten Equatorial Guinea 3-0. The United States with a 95th minute equalizer from Weston McKennie that would have had me running everywhere. In Jamaica, the Reggae Boys with a 3-1 win over Cameroon that sets them up quite nicely for a knockout appearance. Poland with a very big win over Nigeria in their difficult group. In the United States, it'll all come down to the last game after pulling out the draw with Switzerland. That's the World Cup update. And that is actually where we're going to leave it today. But don't worry, we will be back tomorrow and Friday as well. We streamed for 9 hours yesterday, so I think about 4 hours today. Starting to feel it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So we'll call it there today. But fun stream. I wouldn't say we accomplished a mighty amount, but I am very interested to see if tomorrow Galassi ends up saying yes to that $4 million. That $4 million transfer out, because that would open up some serious possibilities in this transfer window for us, thanks to Darby County. But thank you guys for hanging out today. Love you guys. I'm serious. I appreciate it, and for all the subscriptions and allowing us to do what we do, allowing me to live the dream and try and pay a great group of people to make great videos and streams that hopefully you enjoy. Just followed great streaming YouTube vids. Old you will appreciate it. Yeah, we got some good copy pasta as well. We'll pass on the good vibes. Let's go find somebody to raid. Go find somebody to raid here. Let's see, gotta go English. I think we already have our copy pasta today, don't we? But thank you guys. It means a lot, and it's good after all the craziness and pressure of the last couple streams to be able to get in here and relax and try and put and try and build this team, try and put this team together. I feel like we're on the right track. I feel like Max Dyson and the Icelandic forward Gadjet. I do think that our real marquee transfer business is still to come. I think Karamoka Dembele leaving for 1.2 is fine. Freed up a bit of wage and everything else. But yeah, we need to remember right when we get back in tomorrow, we're going after Kale Jug. Right when we get back in tomorrow, Kale Jug, and then yeah, because we don't want the striker anymore. So it's all Kale Jug. You got the copy pasta. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Finally, streaming on a Thursday again for all this time. All right, word of the day is immaculate.
Immaculate.
Just like me. IMMACULATE. Immaculate means spotlessly clean or without flaw or error. In botany or zoology, the word describes beings that have no colored spots or marks. Despite the constant demands of school and fatherhood, Javier kept an immaculate home, tidying up whenever the opportunity arose. Even a minor scandal has the power to tarnish an otherwise immaculate reception. It's a good word. See you at the end of another stream for another word of the day. Have a good one.